Welcome to our Wayback weekend of Shadow the Broker with The Price is Might. And unfortunately, there were some technical difficulties with the mission that was originally scheduled for this time. So I've stepped in with this rewind session, and I believe it's new for most of you guys. I hope so. But even if it's not, this should be a nice walk down memory lane. And let's get our obligation, duty, and morality out of the way. All right. Ooh, I think morality hits, but the other two don't. Correct.
It's
Correct.
not even close to the other two.
All right. And refresh my memory. What's your morality, Erdogan?
Riddle, curiosity and obsession.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. So, also, let's do quick introductions.
I guess I'll start. I'm Dan. I'll be playing Aiden. He's a Corellian pilot that went up into the service of the broker. He's determined to see the Empire fall.
Next up is Kale.
I'm playing Erdogan Sale, a force-sensitive archaeologist and rebel agent.
Next up is David.
Hi, I'm David. I'm playing R2M5, a prototype Rebel astromech designed with espionage and versatility in mind.
Next is JB.
I'm playing Alro Hikot. She's a Zexto techie, ever on the hunt for information about her Empire parents.
And next up is Kyle.
Yes, today I'll be playing Jaw Walder. He's a Gungan pilot who, works with the rebellion, but he's more about proving the fact that Gungans can be awesome pilots, specifically himself.
Nice. And then we've got Nick.
I'm going to be playing Savak, a Weequay commando who's dedicated his life to destroying the Empire no matter the cost.
Great. All right. And so we start the mission. This mission actually starts out right after Quarantine Quandary, which was our big Halloween mission back in, 2014, I believe. Yeah. So Halloween 2014, where the group was trapped on a station with rat ghouls and killer droids, including Killjoy, who most of you are familiar with at this point. So after escaping from that station, they actually discovered that one of the ships that they escaped with, Killjoy had uploaded himself into, and that Jumpmaster Scout lifted off by itself and shot away after the group had used it to get some extra credits, and the person who it was sold to is not very happy about that. So that's actually where we start out. And give me one moment while I actually pull up that scene. So, here we go. So you are on the planet of Torvu 4, and it's kind of an out-of-the-way, outer rim planet. Really nothing to write home about. It really doesn't have anything in particular. The only reason why you guys are there are because it was really close to Grimwrath Station, which you guys just blew up. And after selling that Jumpmaster and it sails away, the retired spacer yells at you, "Hey, hey! Where do you think you're going?" He points behind him as the derelict Jumpmaster hovers above the scrapyard without anyone in the cockpit. Then the engines kick up a notch and it speeds away into the sky. "You set your ship to fly on autopilot and expected to get away with it?" So what do you guys do?
It must be infected with some sort of computer virus.
Computer viruses don't fly ships! Who do you think you are?
Look,
I think we're the much better armed mates than you.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm just pointing out an obvious fact.
certainly not.
Authorities! Authorities!
Some sort of misunderstanding. We have no idea what just happened to our ship. We were having some trouble with the computers before.
All right. Well, since Jaw just threatened this guy, he's shouting for the authorities. And
Well, it wasn't really a threat. And if it was, then can I make a
No, it was kind of a threat.
probably a coercion check then.
Interesting.
it was totally a threat.
Then let me roll a coercion check.
I mean,
It'll end so badly.
sure. To do what though? What's the? I mean,
Just get him to piss off.
oh,
we're busy.
okay.
we got
Well,
more
let me put it
important
this
things.
way. I'll let you do the check, but success doesn't exactly. It could mean several different things because of the situation itself. So,
No, that sounds
uh,
good.
make it 3 reds.
All right. I ain't scared.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
so yeah, I mean, he is. Let me put it this way: you've succeeded, and he's frightened of you, but he runs off yelling, "Authorities! Authorities!" So, at this moment,
Let's make a quick. Let's make a beat feet quickly.
well, at that moment, you see an Imperial patrol, and sorry, 1 second while I grab that. There are 6 stormtroopers and a lieutenant, and all of you can actually make a formidable perception check.
I think I might just sort of go and hide a little bit because I forgot to take off my mimetic armor, so here we are.
Well,
So-
you'll have to do a sneak check to do that because you've just been approached. So
Oh, okay. So is that is that
yeah,
different?
let's do this. Let's resolve the formidable
Yeah.
perception checks first.
I guess I'll do the perception check too, even though I will most likely fail it.
Okay, so Erdogan, you do notice something. However, with all those threats, I know what I'm going to do with that. But for some reason, this lieutenant, when he approaches you, something about his mannerisms and the way that he's moving, he reminds you of Captain Compnor from the Holovid series. So he says, "Halt! Halt! What is going on here? What is the issue?" And he's looking at you guys, and yeah, there's something about him that reminds you of Captain Compnor.
Our ship just flew off. We really need somebody to go investigate that. We have no idea what happened. Somebody hijacked our ship using the computer.
Yes, likely story. And at this point, because of those, oh, okay, gosh, that's a lot of threats. But with the triumph, so I'm trying to think what would be related to.
Yeah, I did not expect that. I figured I was just gonna roll it and fail.
Sorry, what did you say, Kel?
Is there something else he could notice? Something advantageous, but not the target of the roll?
Yes. So R2, you notice it's kind of hidden, but you do happen to notice it. This lieutenant has a disruptor pistol,
Oh well, that's
Well, that's
Okay.
not good.
which is highly restricted, and he shouldn't have one, but he does have one. But that is something that you notice. However, he turns, and so he's starting to look at all of you, and if you want to kind of roll away, you can try to do that now.
okay.
Because
So
you do
is
have
that a,
restricted gear, and
yeah,
yes.
is that for the stealth check then?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and the difficulty?
It's going to be 2 reds and 3 purples.
Oh my
I think
goodness.
I think Jaw will trip over himself in an attempt to help him sneak away for an unskill boost.
Sure. And then I'm actually going to upgrade that to 3 reds and 2 purples.
All right. No mercy. Oh,
Wow.
So, yes, you do happen to wheel away, but with that despair, something else happens. So,
my bad, guys.
I'm going to say that Jaw definitely gets the lieutenant's attention, and not in a good way. And he says, what is your occupation, Gungan?
Gungan.
Nothing more than a freelance pilot.
I see. And it just so happens that we have had reports of a Gungan pilot who has been, or who is a fugitive. What is your name?
Ja.
And so the lieutenant starts to go through and his information, and he says, "Well,
So
we
out of
will
curiosity,
need to do a full or a full boarding
how
check."
far are we from our ship at this point?
Oh, I mean you're pretty close to it, but he says that we're going to need to check your ship.
Gotcha. Let's
So
see
does anyone
here.
have any restricted gear at all that even if they don't have it on them, it might be on the ship?
Let me check. I think so.
I mean, Aiden would be carrying I'm just gonna assume he's carrying his lightsaber concealed in his jacket because that was what he was doing at this point. And he's got his cortosis gauntlets, which I think are restricted, but I can't really remember.
Okay. Well, so they're going to want to search the ship and search you guys. So what are you guys going to do?
Alro has Barathron armor, which I think is restricted.
Oh yeah, Erdo has that too.
Oh, by the way, it doesn't look like your gauntlets are restricted.
Oh, okay. But Erdo's going to say, "Sir, I'm sure that this is all just some sort of misunderstanding. We're just spacers traveling through, and whatever fugitive Gungan you've heard about, it isn't this one. He's too clumsy. We just arrived. We've just had problems with our ship."
Okay. So deception check. This one I will upgrade it once.
Anything that's untrue. Ja isn't a fugitive. We had trouble with our ship. We didn't do that.
Okay, sure. Well, tell you. So this is going to be a charm check.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to let you know, because I am actually working off of real stats here, you know whose stats. The charm check is going to be against 3 red and a purple. Had it been a deception, it would have been 1 red, 1 purple.
Well, I mean,
No, but I know. Let's go. You're right. It is a charm check. So
Were these his
I will
stats
flip
at the
that.
time, or are they his current stats?
Well, remember, this is Bastion. He's updating everything as is now. So.
Okay, so current stats.
So 4 reds.
Okay. Does anyone want to assist Erdo? Or maybe I can just get assistance from the fact that Ja really is that clumsy.
He really is that clumsy. In fact, he's still on the ground laying down. He's just kind of trying to stand up and failing.
Unless somebody has better than 3 charm and 2 presence.
Aiden has... Oh, no, I think he has 3 presence. Let me double check.
I could just
Oh,
fly
yeah,
off
it
the
has
ship
three-
and pick
it
you
has
guys up
three
somewhere else.
Aiden can skill assist with 3 presence.
Okay. So what would Aiden say to help out?
So he'd be like, yeah, look, I mean, we just got here. I mean, we are clearly just as confused about what happened with that ship as everyone else is. And, I mean, we're just simple freelancers.
Okay, here goes.
Oh, so close.
Okay, so the advantage, I know what to do with that. He's not going to search you guys personally, because he just kind of gives you all just a little once-over, but says, I have to insist, we must check your ship. However, you guys don't have anything illegal on the ship itself, right? Just on you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. So you did fail. You didn't keep him from his overall goal, but he is not going to search you guys, so you can rest easier, breathe easier. All right, so where did R2 go? Did R2 go to the ship?
I probably would have like gone off into like I don't know where are we? Like at a market or something? Maybe go
No, it's
off in a
pretty
little
much just
alley or behind a stall or
pretty
something.
much the image you see. It's kind of a junky planet, not really a. So maybe you just like hid behind some rubbish or rubble.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
sure. So the lieutenant marches onto the ship with his stormtroopers. They spend a couple of tense minutes there, and he walks out and says, "Well, everything checks out. Thank you for complying, good citizens. Have a good day."
Uh,
And
I
of course,
want
probably
to before
wrecked
I
the ship.
before I ask that, what I was going to say. So, um, uh, oh, never mind. I had a thought and it just exploded out of my mind.
okay, so
Hate it when that happens.
you guys are able to fly free, and as you guys jet off, you do get a message from the broker. So, one second. Was that a cat in the background?
Nope, my bad. That was just me making weird noises.
Okay.
Agents, well done on stopping the Grimwrath pirates and preventing the spread of the rat ghoul plague. You're certainly due a vacation, but I must insist on another job immediately.
Okay, what's the job, sir?
It has come to my attention that the fabled 12-faced topaz was sighted earlier right on Torvu 4. So one second while I flip over.
That doesn't look fable.
While
It does
I
look
would
pretty
normally
mysterious.
hesitate to impart much information in the way of what this relic actually is, you have earned my trust. It appears like a valuable gem with ornate carvings on each side. However, it is actually an artifact of the Infinite Empire. That alone makes it priceless. Unfortunately, the merchant who had it in his possession sold it to a Bothan jeweler named Heskett Kithskra for a mere 1,000 credits to obtain medicine for his sick children. So, actually, just some notes. Obviously, since you guys are in a VR simulation here, it's like a dream. Sometimes certain details don't match up, but that name Kithskra, that's actually very familiar. Well, it should be familiar to the players. Major Kithskra is related to this trader. Major Kithskra is the Bothan Major from Operation Shadowpoint. So just a little detail there. And yes, this valuable, incredible jewel, just like the picture. Oh, the other thing, the Infinite Empire. Well, the broker
I'm
would already
familiar.
just tell you. The Infinite Empire was a dark side force sensitive empire. The creatures were called the Rakata, Rakata, not like the cheese, and a very merciless race that not only enslaved countless species, they actually they ate sentient creatures as well. So if you were a slave and you didn't work as hard, you often ended up on their plate. So not very nice people. It's rumored that they were the ones who actually terraformed, or I guess Rakata-formed, the planet of Kashyyyk and created the Worcester trees. So yeah.
Also turned Tatooine into a desert.
Yes. So not very nice people at all. But 35,000 years ago, I believe. I could be wrong there. But yes, but it looks like this is an artifact from that time, and it's, yeah.
It's actually probably closer to 100,000 years.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty far back. That alone makes it priceless. Oh, I reread that part. Haskett is no mere dealer in trinkets. She specializes in restoring and reselling archaeological pieces and has an eye for value. And while it's doubtful she knows the true nature of the 12-faced topaz, she knows it's worth far more than 1,000 credits. The other agents on the case came up with the following possibilities for black markets that include heavy trade and archaeological finds. While other teams covered the Wheel and Selenon, I need you to fly to Socorro and see if Haskett traveled there. If so, pick up the trail and retrieve the 12-faced topaz. NWIN-M3 is transferring discretionary funds in the amount of 50,000 credits to aid in procuring the relic. I wish I could spare more, but pressing matters on Dak and Manon have stretched my resources thin. As mentioned, few know the truth of the relic, but please exercise caution and discretion while seeking it out. Thank you and good luck, agents. So, you've got 50,000 credits, but remember, you can use these credits. So actually, credits are the big resource for this mission, the special resource, as it were. So you can throw credits at people to influence dice rolls. However, that will dig into your discretionary funds. And you also need to have an amount large enough to buy it off of whoever has it. So do remember that, because it is worth a lot. So 50,000 credits might go faster than you think. All right. So, you guys are heading for Socorro, and I need it's going to be a choose your own difficulty astrogation check, actually. How fast do you want to get there?
Do we have access to Pippa, or otherwise something with
You do.
a lot of things?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can knock setbacks off. But,
Alro has 2 yellow, 3 green.
for astrogation?
Yeah.
And that's a straight up better than mine.
John's not an
although I
astrigator.
can reduce the difficulty by 1 with whatever it ends up being. But actually my astrogation is 2. So I need the intellect to be able to do things. But
Could Erdo make a valuable fact check for the hyperspace lanes in the area?
Yeah, sure.
Outer Rim, or...
Yes.
Okay, so maybe Erdo knows a shortcut, or knows that the hyperspace lanes in this area are a little extra malleable, and so you can push a little harder.
Oh, by the way, just to go back, the Ricotta, I just double-checked the entry on Wikipedia. It's 36,000 years ago.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no worries. But, I
think
mean,
it
it's a
was
long
20
time ago.
I think it was 20,000 years from the point where the Old Republic was, and then it's been like 4,000 years somewhat since then, and they were still a little ambiguous.
Yeah.
on there.
yeah, it was deliberately kept vague. Okay, so how are we doing this roll? I mean, looks like Alro can just straight up beat me in astrogation, with the exception of my ability to reduce the difficulty.
Well, we can make it a team roll, right?
I mean, I don't have better in either of them. I mean, I guess you can...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you have talents, right?
Yeah.
So the talents might help.
What's the difficulty, Tommy?
It's choose your own to see how fast you want to get there. You can take some shortcuts. You can, cut across a little unknown areas, dangerous areas, things like that. So,
Okay,
You
and
can skirt a
Tails,
black hole and bend space-time.
Tails' ability gives us an upgrade.
a triumph, just a triumph added to the roll.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I guess that also includes the success portion, correct?
I was just about to ask that, yeah.
Okay. I could just go with daunting, and then we can lower the difficulty with Aiden's talent.
Okay, so that means that since you guys are blending, you're not taking advantage of Pippa then.
Right.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, I guess we use my astrogation because it's effectively the same as yours anyway, I guess. Then I don't have the
Yeah.
I'll use my talent to bring it down by 1.
Okay, so we choose daunting, but we roll hard.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to upgrade that.
We can also choose 2 setbacks if that matters, because I can get rid of 2 setbacks.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
And we got the triumph with the success. We made it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kale, is that the case? Just to double check.
Yes. Yeah, so
Okay.
far as I know, the triumph comes with the success.
Okay. So, one moment.
Those were some very valuable facts.
They usually are.
All right, so you guys blast off for Socorro and the capital of Vikaea. So Socorro is a lot like Tatooine in terms of lawlessness and sand, but it actually has black volcanic sand. And so you got there pretty quickly, so it won't be quite as difficult to suss out some information regarding the sale. However, it's going to take some streetwise checks. So, had you not gotten here so quickly, the trail would have gotten a little bit cold. However, it's just going to be hard streetwise checks to, well, oh, whoops, sorry. Let me go back. This planet is known as a smuggler's haven, and just for your information, it's also the homeworld of Lando Calrissian. The deserts are composed of the distinctive black volcanic sand, and the name Socorro in Old Corellian means scorched earth. So first up, I need a hard outer rim check, or underworld. Either one will work.
I could probably help with that since I know things.
Are you
So,
sure?
Outer Rim or Underworld?
Mm-hmm.
I have 1 rank and 6 intellect, so if anyone's got more ranks, they can work with me on that.
I've got no ranks in any knowledge skills.
I've only got one.
Oh, no,
wait,
sorry. I have 1 in Outer Rim, but that's it.
Yeah, I only have 1 in either of those, so.
Well, I suppose I'll just make the check then. What's the difficulty?
Get a boost from one of us.
It's a hard check, and I won't upgrade that.
Yeah. We'll get an unskilled boost.
I could upgrade it. Keep the destiny flowing.
Yeah.
Alright, there's my knowledge check. Underworld. Do I need to pick Underworld or Outer Rim, or does it matter?
Well, tell me which one.
Outer Rim. It seems more knowledgey.
Okay. You do know that this is a smuggling world, and you've heard rumors that so there's a black market that's on display. However, you think that there might be an even more hidden market beyond that.
The
black
blacker market.
Yeah.
Would a knowledge underworld check maybe reveal that location?
Unfortunately, no. It would actually take a streetwise check because you'd need to be on the ground and actually.
Ah, well, I don't think I'm.
I don't know if anyone has any
streetwise.
beat streetwise, but and we don't have Rageshi or anything.
Yeah, I don't do that streetwise stuff. Nobody
got-
listens to the
I've got
droid.
2 yellow and a green for streetwise and can get rid of a setback. I don't know if anyone has any beat on it.
All right, so it is
You
upgraded
pull the
once, and then no, I'm not going to upgrade it again. So it's 1 red, 2 purple, streetwise check.
1 and 1, you said?
Mhm.
Okay.
Udo
anyone?
will follow around and provide unskilled assistance, but it's definitely not his shtick either.
Gotcha. Got it.
Ooh. With this advantage is you don't attract too much undue attention. So yes, you do know the location of the hidden black market. So it's not so much that it's hidden, it's just that there are certain code words and phrases to get people to actually go into the real goods. So,
Was the difficulty right on that roll?
oh, what was that?
I thought you said it was 1 red, 2 purple.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Was that not
no.
wrong?
I asked if it was 1 and 1 and you said yes. So
Oh, I misheard then. So it was a hard check that was upgraded once natively.
okay,
So,
hard check. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll-
just roll the purple. Yeah. All right. No,
Still
you
good.
still got it one advantage, so that works. And with that advantage, you also learn of a Weequay trader named Shabis Shinar, and you even heard that she Well, I'll let you guys ask certain questions. So that, yeah, you know of a Weekoy trader named Shabi Shinar, and she is a known arms dealer, not an artifact aficionado. So, yeah. But for whatever reason, her name popped up when you guys were kind of checking around. Do you guys want to do another? So use a streetwise check to learn about the real black market. And you also heard with the advantage about this woman named Shabi Shinar, you'll need another streetwise check to get some more information about her, if you so choose.
What will be the difficulty on that one?
It'll be the same. So upgraded once natively, and then 2 purple.
Alright. I will flip, because why not?
Good job, man. Okay, so you actually hear from a juice dealer, a Thorian info chant named Meepmo. And so as you're talking to him, it turns out that he doesn't just sell juices, he is an info chant. And he mentions that Shabis actually traded with a Bothan recently. And the Bothan kept everything really hush-hush, but Meepmo thinks that there's something else going on.
Yeah, was the Topaz buyer Shabi Shinar? Was that the...
No. So
Okay.
the Weekoy trader Shabi Shinar is from Socorro. There's Hasket Kithskra was the last person that you know. A Bothan named Hasket Kithskra was the last person you know who had a hold on the Topaz.
So this is potentially that Bothan. Okay. So I guess we track down that Bothan. Did he say anything about the Bothan other than she's been seen meeting him recently, or?
They're both women.
Or her? Sorry.
No worries. That's all that Meepo knows. Well, that's as much as he knows that he's willing to say, but he's like, but I do have a sale on some special juices.
Alright, do we need to buy something from him for this?
Are these like juices and not drugs?
They're special juices. It turns out they're just... let me put it this way. He is selling basically fruit smoothies for like 10 times the price that they normally would be. It's all a front to get money for
It's
stuff.
his fee.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Erdo will buy the group juices anyway.
Okay, so how much are you going to buy?
One for each person. So
How much are
I
they?
mean, R2 doesn't need any. He can't.
They're 500 credits each.
Jesus.
oh boy, that's a little stiffer than I was expecting.
Oh, it's a...
You said 10 times, and I was thinking they were like 5 credits. They'd be like 50 credits each.
Oh, no. My juices are the best in this sector, and with this dry heat, oh, so refreshing.
So how many of us want them? Aiden will take one.
Yeah,
As long as it doesn't come in a needle, Alro will drink it.
John would love some juice.
Savak,
Who does not have the necessary parts.
I don't need any juice. I prefer alcohol anyways.
I guess we'll just get 4.
All right, so that is 2,000 credits. So, GM Assistant, please dock that from the 50,000 credits that you have. However, each one adds an extra success to your roll. It's going to be daunting, upgraded 3 times to get more information out of this guy, but you do have 4 automatic successes.
What's the check? Is it streetwise still?
Yes.
Okay. Don't
Actually, I mean, you can spin it certain ways. It can be negotiation or charm. It depends on how you spin it, or it can be streetwise again.
Okay. Does anyone want to try a different tack?
Nah, go for it.
Oh, okay. Alright, so I'll flip again. Did upgraded 3 times daunting, right?
Yep. Actually, I'm going to flip back. 4 red. You have 4 successes.
It's true. So let's see what happens. You get an unskilled boost from Erdo again? I suppose?
Yeah, sure.
Erdo's like, this juice is so good.
He's complimenting the juice as I ask him questions.
I mean, Urdo is really big into food, so yeah, definitely.
Ouch. I mean, he succeeded, but
That's the important part.
So I know exactly what's going to happen. So
You need to re-roll. Do you have a re-roll?
no, I do not have any rerolls. The Fringer has 0 rerolls in its tree.
So with that advantage, the two advantages, Neatmo says, just a little tip for such great customers. There's a group of Rhodians that is also after this topaz. And that's all he says to you, but you do have 2 despairs, and what do you guys do next?
Okay.
I say I don't think we need to get more info from him because we got here earlier, so we're kind of ahead of schedule. We can go talk to those Rhodians.
Well, no. The Rhodians are also people that they're basically your competition. So they're
okay.
another group that is gunning for the topaz.
Okay, then
Probably
yeah,
literally gunning for us.
Well, I mean, we could still talk to them, but not so much talk to them as to gun them.
Well,
we could.
You don't know where they are.
And double cross later.
We could do the shady business, find the Rhodians, let them do all the work finding the topaz, and then kill them once they have it. But that's just my thought.
Well, I mean, you don't have to kill them. That's kind of like...
That's a little dark for our 2.
No, I mean, do you think they're going to give it up without a fight?
No.
I don't think they're gonna find it before we are.
That's true. Let's believe in ourselves and let's go after Shabis.
Alright, so you guys start heading towards Shabis Shinar. However, I need one person, let's say GM assistant, roll 1d100. 78. Okay.
Hopefully high is good.
Alright, so, everyone give me a, it's going to be a daunting perception check, and it is upgraded twice natively.
Anyone within short range of Urdo gets a boost.
I'd say we're all walking together, so that would make sense. We'd all get the boost, probably.
Well, you get 2 boosts if you were engaged, so everybody's gonna get the short.
And daunting's 4, not 5, Sabah.
Would you say that Aiden's walking right next to Erdo, considering they were all streetwising together before?
Sure, everyone who's engaged needs to tell me, though.
Yeah, so I think I'm engaged with everyone then, I guess.
I mean, I guess I'm there with everyone.
I think he means close enough to be in engaged range, though, specifically.
R2 likes to be close to people so he doesn't get shot.
Okay.
And what is this
gosh.
skill? Is this perception?
Yeah, it was perception. Okay.
The roller likes giving me despairs today, apparently.
And we're missing one roll, though. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, you guys all failed. Okay. So, you guys don't even notice, but as you're going down this one alleyway, because that's... you found out the way to get to Shabis Shinar, you are attacked. So this is one surprise round and a... let's see... yeah. A frag grenade is thrown and lands right in the middle of you guys. And you guys are pretty much all engaged, aren't you?
Yeah.
Athletics check to jump on top of it.
No, I totally am not engaged. I only took 1 boost. For being with Urdo. I think we're all at least in short.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe that despair from...
Well, okay, I
Aiden
heard
got
that
punched up.
R2 and Aiden were engaged.
Oh, do I need to roll another boost then?
You do, but it's not going to change the result, because it can only give you a wash.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds like a good reason, at least for that despair. We all got punched up just as they threw it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Throw that
actually. Unfortunately, Nick, because this is a Had you actually gotten a better roll on that, I would have allowed it, but since it was a failure and a threat, that's not going to be possible. So I am rolling against, we'll say it's... Who has the most defense in the group? I'll throw against that person.
I got 1.
2.
Alva's gonna have it with 2 ranged defense, I think.
Yeah, Alro has her personal deflector shield that'll go up.
Can also probably upgrade the check too with a destiny point. It seems like a good time to do that.
Yeah.
Like a direct hit would be bad, but I still think we're all gonna get the blast damage. We're dead. Party wipe.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Ball, everyone dies.
Alro gets hit with, and someone remind me of the stats. I believe that Frag Grenade is 8 base. It's 8 base and blast 6, I believe.
I can go look.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like 8 for damage, 6 blast.
Okay, so it's going to be 12 damage to Alro, and then everyone else takes 6. 6 plus 4, so 10. Soak does apply to all of these, though.
Okay, so 1, 2.
So 12 you said for me?
Yeah, 12 for Alro and 10 for everybody else.
Okay.
6, 6, 6.
Oh, Jesus.
And at that moment, you see several Rhodians above you. And so they're kind of on the rooftops overlooking the alleyway. And we will go into initiative.
I totally brain farted. What's my initiative? What is initiative in this? It would be cool, right?
No, vigilance for you guys.
Vigilance, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I rolled the wrong thing. Hold on.
Oh, right, I forgot my vigilance doesn't matter.
Oh, it's actually a better roll.
They're both
No.
green. So is there anyone with medical training in the group?
Yeah, Alro does.
So R2's, or is anyone? So is it just R2 with medical training, or does Alro have it too?
Alro has medical training as well. Not much, but a little.
Ah, okay. So does Erdo. Yeah, that's right. Erdo, he's a Jedi. He's probably got that fancy magical healing.
No, that was actually the only one that had it was Jasper way back when.
I wasn't sure. So, it's been a while since, the era of Jasper. I figured maybe he, people had branched
We
out
actually
a bit.
tried to keep things pretty much rare with that point, just to keep things different, and as well as the fact that because in this era people don't get to train with other Jedi and no one actually trained with Jasper, that is a lost art, at least with the group itself.
Ah.
Sorry, where... Oh, my rolls. Okay, here goes.
Sorry about that.
Oh my god.
Okay, so it's only a short distance. It's kind of low-hanging rooftops, but they are above you, shooting at you guys. So melee people will need to get up there if they want to smack them around. So who's up first?
Well, Erdo has a free maneuver,
Okay.
so he's gonna force leap up there.
Okay. Now,
Or no.
So yeah, it starts with a PC, 2 NPCs.
Okay.
are you going to use conflict?
No, I think he'll see if is everyone okay with him using that first PC slot.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and your free maneuver comes in your slot, right? We determined that
Yeah.
before? Yeah, it's not immediately.
Oh, I thought we were still doing it the old way.
What would be the difference just in this case, though?
He would get a maneuver before his turn rather than during his turn.
Oh, no, it's going to be during your turn. Yeah, we have switched over.
So I guess I'll just take the first PC slot, and rather than taking the conflict and flipping the destiny point, he'll just take 2 strain for an extra maneuver. He just can't quite make it in the first bit and tries again.
Okay, well, do remember, you have to actually use an action to climb up, unless you're force sleeping.
He's force sleeping.
Okay, but, so in other words, the force sleep failed?
Yes. But he's got it. He can do it as a maneuver.
Right, so what I'm saying is, what I don't understand is that if you're not using conflict, then what was the actual result that just happened?
Okay, so he uses a maneuver, the force sleep fails. So he attempts to leap up there and just can't draw the...
Oh, okay, so what I was wondering though, what do you do for your action and your other maneuver?
For the second maneuver, I was just going to have him try and leap up again.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, yeah, sure. So take the strain and try again.
Would he have to take the strain though if he says he gets a free maneuver, or wouldn't he? Also
Oh,
take
that's
a hit?
right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, both maneuvers will be free.
Yeah.
So Erdo will leap up there and try and be engaged with as many of them as possible.
Okay. Unlike you guys, they're actually very spread out.
So is that just one?
So, are they all on top of buildings?
Yeah. So
Okay.
they're on opposite ends, and you guys are in the center below them.
Oh, so they're on different buildings?
Yeah. In other words, they're on each side of the alleyway above you guys.
Okay, so I guess he'll leap up onto one side and throw a punch at one of the Rhodians.
Okay. All right. So the one that you are by is Adversary 2. Actually, he's got a big gun, and Adversary 2 Defense 2.
I'm sorry.
And I'm actually going to flip a destiny. So, Adversary 3. Well, Adversary 2 and Homer upgrade.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
Hey, okay, so that's 7 Pierce 3.
7 Pierce 3.
So I guess with that triumph, Erdo will concuss him. So maybe as he leaps up, he slaps his face down. The Rhodian was leaning over and looking down. Erdo slaps his face into the rampart.
Very cinematic. I like that.
And just one threat. I'll use that other... Actually, no. I'll take the 2 threat and use that other one for an extra point of damage.
Okay. Go ahead and take 2 strain for that threat. Since this is combat, you really had to just concentrate and exert yourself a little bit for that. So, sorry, once again, that was Pierce 3, and what was the total
7.
damage again?
7 damage.
8. It'll be 8.
8? Oh, right, with your force point.
So, 8 Pierce 3?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't look... Well, you heard him. You definitely heard him. Next up.
Alright, next is an NPC.
Maybe... Oh, an NPC, right.
Alright, so that NPC is going to take a maneuver to move away from you, and he's going to shoot his heavy blaster at you. And here goes.
Tommy, I used that triumph to activate concussive. He doesn't have any action. He's staggered.
Oh, right, okay. Good reminder. So that guy doesn't. However, the other, there are 3 other Rhodians that are with this guy, and so the 3 of them all act together to shoot at you. So, one second.
So there's 2 NPC on either side, basically, right?
2 groups of NPCs, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so I am upgrading that check. they are aiming. It is upgraded once because you're engaged. And what are your defenses?
He'll flip for an extra upgrade, and it's just one range defense.
Okay, here goes. And they miss. So, pew 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 pew. And Erdo dodges all of that. And we go to the next. And they'll pass, we'll say, it'll be 2 boosts total. They're going to pass 1 boost and then a boost up in the air, but the next one will take both. Who's up next?
Another NPC.
Sorry, Tommy, that missed an upgrade, so can I just flip it back? Right, I just flipped it back.
Sure.
Because it should be 1 for engaged and 1 for the destiny point.
Well, yeah, it was short range, so 1 purple upgraded to 1 red,
Oh,
and then...
I'm sorry, I'm just so used to melee, that's my fault.
Oh, yeah, no worries. Yeah, these guys are all ranged. So... Erodian on the other side... By the way, I need to change the music. This is, like...
Not very combat-y.
Yeah, it's very peaceful, so... Give me 1 second.
I was
I'll
digging
actually
it. I
pull
was
something else.
Very, very meditatively murdering people.
Yeah, it's like one of those like dramatic scenes in something where like it keeps it the contrast.
Yeah, 1 moment. Sorry about that. This slide and the music and everything didn't exist with the first run, but yeah, since we've established this for Socorro, I thought I'd bring it over.
I like this place, honestly.
Yeah, Aiden's been here before for Black Sand, Black Sun, but
Yeah.
where we actually interacted with the arms dealer.
I just like its description. It compared to Tatooine with its lawlessness and sand. Like that's its 2 definitive features.
Yeah.
Also, I imagine nobody gives a fuck about an illegally modified droid, and I'm totally happy with that.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. This lawless place, no one cares. I don't like that one. Here we go. Okay, so some people on the other side. It looks like the Rodian, just the way that he's dressed, kind of looks. Maybe Erdo's actually attacked the leader, or at least the leader of this small group, and so the Rodians are yelling in Rhodese, and another group shoots at Erdo. So I think I remember Erdo's defenses. 1 range defense.
I'll flip again.
All right, and once again, this is just a small alley, so it's just a short distance away. And so 1 red, 1 purple due to being engaged, and I am going to upgrade. These guys can shoot a little bit better than the minions. Okay, so that is going to be 12 damage, no pierce, and they are going to crit though. It's going to be a crit plus 20.
Wow!
Someone just bit it hard.
101 is what?
That is nope, that's the wrong one. Maimed.
Uh-oh.
Again?
Yikes.
So you just lost an arm or a leg?
I'm going to say it's going to be an arm. Roll a force die and we'll see if it's your dominant or not. Uh-oh, your dominant arm was just maimed.
Okay.
Alright, next up.
Before.
He ran with that pretty well. He took that pretty well in stride.
It's only 1 more setback than he was already rolling.
Yeah.
So now it's a PC slot.
Maybe a little medical
Well,
stuff would be good right about now.
do we have 2 in a row? Because you don't.
Yeah,
need- Alro has her suit upgraded, so she can just incidentally heal herself.
That's good. I was more worried about everyone else.
Yeah, we
so
have 2 in a row.
you go heal first. I think we have 2 in a row.
If we have shooters, I think having shooter skill would be best.
Yeah, Aiden can go.
Okay. I mean, if we're not worried about the next round of volley of the bullets killing us, then sure.
I'm just expecting the next volley of bolts to take Erdo down if we don't spread out fire a little bit.
Okay. So from where Aiden is right now, is he a visual on all of them?
Yeah,
All the
yeah,
events?
they're all within range, short range.
So I guess the closest group he'll fire at, because there's at least a couple minion groups in there, right?
There were 4 initiative slots. That's all I'll tell you.
Okay. Sorry about my cough.
I mean, but you can shoot at the group that shot at Erdo. That's not staggered, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, that was a minion group, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, let's not meta it too much, but you did see them shoot all together.
If it was multiple of them all shooting at once, yeah, that's basically what I was getting at. I'll fire at them.
Yeah, adversary 1, defense 1.
Okay, and it's short range. Aiden's gonna. I guess I'll just fire the one blaster. He wants to aim twice rather than. Never mind. No, he'll aim once and pull out the other blaster for the other maneuver. Quick drew the first one.
You need improved quick draw.
It's not in any of the trees I currently have.
Yeah, it's only in one tree.
Okay, and let's go. Wow. Okay. I definitely hit him twice.
Critical all of them.
So hit twice, and then you've got enough for 2 crits, right? So you can take out 2.
Well, my crit is 4 on these guns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I can crit one of them. I can crit once on the first hit, probably.
Okay, so one
then-
is taken down.
And I'll get back, I guess, one of the with that one remaining advantage I have. I guess I can give them a setback on their next hit or something, or give a boost to the next person that goes on our side. Actually,
Well, yeah, how much damage do you do, though?
that would be 8
Okay.
twice.
On each of them?
8 for each gun. Yeah.
You use Lancers, right? So that's Pierce 2 too?
Yeah, Pierce 2.
Oh, Pierce 2. Okay, that does matter, so give me 1 second. So
Just
it's...
gun them all down.
Alright, so that's 8 twice. Pierce 2. And so, because it's minions, it only applies once, so...
That was a question I had about dual wielding. Does soak apply twice?
If
One
it's
for each
2
shot?
separate hits, yes. But because it's minions, no. Or no, actually, wait, because it is
Yeah, it would
2
apply- it would
separate
apply to both
iterations.
hits,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Crazy conflation of rules there, but yes, it's 2 separate hits.
It sounded like it should. That's usually how it works in most things, but
It
I
does.
wanna
If
serve her.
it's one thing that does damage to multiple minions, then it wouldn't count more than once.
Right, exactly. Okay, so 2 go down, and the other one is hurt.
Okay.
All right, next up.
Another PC.
I mean, I was kind of saving R2 for a quick bit of healing, but I mean, I'm not a bad shot unless someone else is better. I actually did re-equip R2's gun because I streamlined his loading plan.
Nick was saying something?
I could try climbing to the roof and distract the other group so they don't keep firing on Erdo.
That's a solid plan.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I think so.
Climb up onto the other roof and just get in their face.
it seems to be the thing that gets their attention.
What's the difficulty?
So it is going to be a hard athletics check.
Okay.
And if you get enough advantages, you'll get a free maneuver. But this is an action that you're doing.
You got a triumph.
Ooh. Tell you what. Yeah, you get up there, and I'll even give you an action instead of just a maneuver.
Okay. I'll swing at whoever's closest.
All right. So adversary 2, defense 2. Or no, sorry, adversary 1, defense 1.
should try throwing some guys off of the buildings.
Or just run through the building and take care of our problem.
Oh yeah.
Like, why fight them when we can just demolish entire buildings? Because that's easier.
So adversary 1, defense 1.
Adversary 1, defense 1. Yep.
So I'm sorry. What is defense add when you're
One
against?
setback.
Is it?
1 black.
Okay, so
So 1 upgrade, 1 black.
yeah.
Oh man. Lots of advantages though. I'll say with your advantages, I'll take 3 to say that you actually do get each of the 3 that are on the roof. You get all of their attention, and then you've got 2 advantages left.
I'll pass it to whoever's next.
All right. Next up.
2 NPCs.
Okay, so 2 of the NPCs that are with Savak are going to shoot at you. So, here goes. First one, what are your defenses? Savak.
Sorry. 2 melee, 1 ranged.
Alright, so they're within short range, and here goes. First shot, miss. Second shot, boop. Okay, so they've got blaster rifles, so it's going to be 13 damage. And that one will take a strain.
Oh, that might almost hurt Savak.
Yeah, 4 damage.
Alright, next up.
Oh wait. What is left?
Just the remaining PCs.
No, there should have been 2 NPCs.
I
they
did
just
go
both
twice.
left.
Oh, that was both?
Yeah, I shot twice. Did you not
This is
see
how-
there are 2 rolls?
Okay.
Should've
yeah.
popped
Shot first and second.
Yeah, no,
Alright,
it's just
so-
it showed up lagged.
You said we're in a back alley, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me take a look at my. Okay. Job would like to search for. Kind
Just
of like.
started your speeder.
Yes, actually, yeah, no, but kind of like a. Okay, 1 second. Stop hitting. Sorry about that. You know what? No, yeah, he wants to search for just kind of yeah my words
A
today.
vehicle?
Not so much a vehicle. We're in a back alley. You know, I'm looking for just, I guess, a better weapon than the nothing Jal has.
You don't have a weapon?
Well, I mean, no, I think I have my entrenching tool, and that's it.
I mean, just flip a destiny point and say that you brought along something. I mean, you wouldn't be a broker's agent and not go around without a weapon.
Nah, kill him with an E-tool. Those things are dangerous.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I want
Lob it at
to.
its head.
I want to do like a kind of cool wall running coordinate, like jumping from wall to wall. I'll get up there and smack someone with it. Why not?
Those things can cut trees down. I've had to
I'll
do
go
it
for
before.
I'll go for the minion group because that seems like. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Well, you have to get up there, so it's a hard
Of course.
athletics check.
Okay. Athletics.
The fact that you're going to do this with an E-tool just makes you that much more badass.
I just can't quite reach.
Or maybe not.
Or it's not.
Yeah. But you get a boost on your
It's
next. Your next attempt to climb up will have a boost.
I think I just hilariously, he just like runs at a wall, jumps off it, and hits the other wall, and falls back down.
Next up.
2 more PCs.
Do we get any sort of advantage for high ground if you're firing down on them?
I haven't been, but I probably should have. But no, since I didn't do that with these guys, nah.
Yeah, okay, that's probably best for us
At least
anyway.
not in
They
this
have-
combat.
Yeah. Alright. Well then I guess I'll just make a regular old pot shot since everybody seems to be running away from me and I'm not gonna run around trying to heal everyone.
You know, actually, yeah, let's make elevation do something here. So it's going to be 1 setback for you, and I'll give them a boost on their next.
Wait, what? If I
Yeah,
have
I
the
mean, you
high-
suggested elevation, so you're lower than them. So yeah, it's
Oh,
going to be 1 setback.
okay. Well, I was... Okay. Well then, if it does do a thing, then I will use my boots, my jump boots, to try and get above them.
Okay. Well, just to get equal height is going to be average, but if you want to jet even further in a single maneuver, it's going to be hard. You're going straight up.
Yeah. All right, I'll just do on par with them, because...
All right, I'm going to flip.
Okay.
One red, one purple.
Okay, and I have a setback. I need to just take, like, a thing and piloting to get rid of that one handling setback I hate. Alright, let's, do this. What the hell? Come on. Every time.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. Because of that despair, you do get up to short range on par with them. However, your jump boots do flare out, and you are going to take a short distance fall. So you get one shot, and then you're falling.
Okay. Alright. I mean,
The good thing is that's only like half of your wound threshold, so you should be okay.
yeah, alright. What's the difficulty for shooting them? They're in short range, you said?
Oh, yeah. Short range adversary. Unless you're going for the staggered, bulkier one, it's just adversary 1, defense 1.
Just adversary 1 and defense 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. And let me check my pistol to see if it does any more damage than normal.
I just read what Kale said.
Oh, never mind. I have to add a setback. Oh wait, I already did add a setback on that. Okay. Oh wait, no, there was one from the defense. It has 2 threats on it.
Alright.
But I get to
take 2 strain because of the your power that you're using to boost up.
Right. And the damage is 8 plus 3.
8 plus 3. Okay. So we've got 11. Okay, really solid shot. However, you are making a short distance fall. That is normally 10 wounds with soak applied, but 10 strain through soak. However, you can make an average athletics or coordination check where each net success will reduce the damage by 1. While each advantage reduces the strain by 1.
Athletics or coordination, you say?
Athletics or coordination, yeah.
Probably a coordination check. And what's the difficulty?
Average.
Of course.
Well, you do, yeah. Actually, even though you failed, so you take the full 10 damage, but you can apply the soak. However, you do fall in such a way that the strain isn't as bad, so you only take 7 strain through soak. So no soak applied on the strain, so 7 strain.
Okay, so 7 strain. Oh wait, I just totally wrecked someone else's. Strain, okay. I don't think I like this medical tab as much as I thought. So I'm at 9 strain, and I'm taking 10 through soak. Or not through soak.
Oh, 10 resisted by soak.
Right, so I'm at 12.
When did you get hit before?
When you hit was with the grenade.
Right! Right, okay.
So I'm at 12 wound out of 13.
Uh-oh.
R2 is like in shambles right now. Barely
Elwin will have
clunking along.
to patch you back.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait. I could use an extra maneuver. That would put me at like 11 strain, but I would be able to take away 3 wounds. I'm not even going to bother. Alright,
well,
I'm
remember,
done.
though, you first have to get the emergency repair pack out, which is a maneuver, and then a maneuver to use it. Unless you have it in your hands already.
I don't have hands.
Well, have it prepared, in other words.
Right, yeah.
That's why Quick Draw is a really nice talent.
Right. Alright, well, I'm done then.
Next up.
Okay, So, my first maneuver, Alro's gonna hop into a dumpster. This is an alleyway, right?
Yeah.
For some cover.
Okay.
She'll use her incidental stim pack from the armor.
Okay.
So that'll heal 5. Then she'll aim and she'll take a shot.
Okay. There is one damage that... There are 2 damage... Well, are you going to shoot at the minions, the boss, or the damaged other one?
The minions are engaged with someone, aren't they?
No, the minions are not. The staggered boss one is engaged with Urdo.
Isn't Savak with someone?
Oh, yeah, Savak is with the guy on the other side. So the minions are the only one. The one
Alright,
minion
so
unit.
I'll fire for them.
Alright, adversary 1, defense 1.
Okay, cool.
You do get a setback, though, from being below.
Yeah. Cool. So... Oh, no advantages? That's a shame. Okay, so that's 10 damage then.
Any pierce?
Yeah, Pierce 2.
Oh, whew, okay, so pierce 2. Oh, man, I'll just tell you right now. With the pierce, that puts him right at the wound threshold. So he's still up, but he looks like he's about to fall over.
It
Next
just occurred to me that I could have critted twice, actually. I forgot I got 2 free advantages. But oh well. Too late now.
Yeah, next up. Who's up next?
PC. Or no, I guess.
Is it the next round?
Yeah, back to the top,
yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, okay. If it's the top, I'm gonna have Erdo, howl in anger because he feels, or maybe he growls or something like that. But he feels like he's lost something more than a limb. There's something special that he's got, like this dream sense that there's something special that he's lost. And I'm going to have him use 2 maneuvers because he's still next to the one Trandoshan, the staggered Trandoshan, right?
Rhodians, they're all Rhodians.
Sorry. So he's going to pull out a stim pack and slap it against his now uselessly dangling arm. So that's 2 maneuvers there. So he'll take 2 straight.
Okay. And what's the action?
Sorry, I was just noting in the medical tab. He
worries.
will notice that the Rhodian is starting to recover and try and punch him again.
Okay. Adversary 2, defense 2.
Okay, well, so I'll use all of those pips for successes. So that'll be 7 Pierce 3, and I'll use the 2 advantages to activate Concussed again.
All right.
But I'm not certain what to do with that Despair.
Oh, I know. I mean, you guys are fighting right next to the rooftop. So I'm going to say that you are going to need to make a daunting coordination check, or you fall off.
Okay.
And it is upgraded once natively, I'll say, because of just the despair and you're hurt and all that stuff.
Okay, and I'll flip. So that's a success. And 4 threat.
4 thread. I'm going to say that, I mean, you're in extreme pain and you're having to hold on, so I'm going to say all of those are strain.
Oh, hold on. If he's having to hold on, I'm going to roll some setback too for using his offhand.
Sorry, what was that?
I was thinking of it as like more of a feet coordination thing, so I didn't roll setback for using his offhand.
Mm-hmm.
I just rolled.
Oh,
setback.
I see. All right, thanks. I appreciate that, RP. Next up. This guy does look pretty hurt, though. Who's up next?
Is there anyone left? Is it just me?
If it's the top of the round, it should be 2 NPCs.
Yeah, it's 2
Oh.
NPCs next.
Oh, I didn't know we were.
Okay,
I thought we were by
so
the bottom of the round by now.
the well, Erdogan went last round, so it had to be the start of the new round.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 NPCs here.
I'm going to have the 2 that were shooting at Savak try again. So here goes. Are you going to change anything about the roll?
We
Savak?
might.
No, I'm just gonna laugh heartily at them.
I mean, if it wasn't for Savak, we might completely die in this so far, because it feels like a lot of us are messed up.
All right, 15 damage on one, and then 11 damage on the other. Is that 11 enough to get through your soak?
Yeah.
Okay, so he is going to crit twice, or not crit twice, but it's going to be a crit plus 20. So they do have lethal blows 1, so it's the crit and I guess that would be 3. Crit plus 2. No, it's crit plus 20.
Oh, do you want me to roll that?
Yeah.
Easy.
All right, 23.
I was muted. That would be off balance. So you
Do
get a
you have any
setback on
crits
your
from
next
the
check.
last mission, though? Actually, still.
From the last mission?
Like any lingering crits at all.
I don't think so. No, I wasn't critted.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I didn't even.
Next
I
up.
didn't- yeah,
There's
sorry.
plus 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so off balance. You get a setback on your next check.
All right, so that was both of my goes. I think it's a PCNX.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'll let someone else go. R2's a wreck.
2 of them, actually.
Is it the group that I'm fighting right now that has someone who's almost dead, or?
No. You do have someone who is pretty damaged, though, that Alro shot. Or no, Alro shot a minion, sorry. Someone hit this other guy. R2 did.
Yeah.
So R2 did hit someone that was close to you.
Okay.
I tried.
Yeah, I guess I'll attack whoever's closest to me.
Okay. Adversary 1, defense 1.
I'm gonna aim and go for a double hit. That's
Oh my goodness.
That's the opposite of a double hit. That's a no hit.
All right, you do
Thanks.
get a triumph, though. You can tell me what you do with it.
Could you knock him off the building?
He'd need to have at least connected for that.
Yeah, fair enough.
He somehow managed to wreck this building, and the guy falls through a hole.
I don't know. I keep almost hitting him, so it's very distracting for him. So the next check's upgraded.
Sure. Okay.
Maybe it almost hit him in the head, and it forced him to like drop prone or something. I don't know. Wait, that actually would be good.
And there's a specialization for knockdown.
All right.
Yeah.
So who's up next?
Does Alro want to repair R2?
Alro's like well below you guys. Like,
Well, R2 is also down there.
I hit the ground. That's why I'm hurt.
Oh, I thought you hit one of the ceilings. Yeah, Alro can head over and do mechanics on you.
I'd be down with that. That would help me out a little bit, and I could hit myself with a repair patch after that. I found out something interesting about repair patches. They only heal 3, but they don't degrade over time.
Yeah.
Still only use them 5 times.
Yep.
I like that. A little more consistent.
Okay, so I'll go over. What's the difficulty?
What's the difficulty for almost dead?
It should be right on the medical tab.
Average.
You'll see the difficulty.
Yeah, if it's over half, it's average. If it's above, then it's hard.
Okay, so I'm at 12 out of 13.
Yeah, it shows it right there. It's average.
Where is this?
If you look at the medical tab, you can actually see the diamonds right there on the medicine check.
Okay.
Oh, does it go up on its own?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a formula.
that's brilliant. Science and technology. Oh man. I was wondering what those were.
You'd think R2 would be used to seeing these things.
Actually, I don't get hit as much as you would think. I tend to hide and not draw attention to myself.
I just meant spreadsheets.
Oh, right. R2 maybe. David, not so much.
Oh, that's a lot of strain. Wow.
Oh yeah, and your strain was pretty capped too, so that works out.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to get a lot of fixing done, but I did get to reboot your systems a bit.
I'm down with that. I could use that. That helps.
So is
how
that
mu-
one
is that,
wound
so
and
is,
6
is
strain,
it
or-
1 for 1?
Do you have
it's 1 for 1.
modifiers on that, or?
I don't think they've been
For the boost?
Like as in, do you heal more than 1 wound per success, or anything like that?
No, I don't have any. Oh, wait, I think I do. Solid repairs, yeah.
Oh. What is solid repairs?
Well, I don't know. I think it says. Hold on, I gotta look at the book.
Well, I got it open. I'll look at it. Is it under... What's it under?
Outlaw Tech.
Alright. The character repairs +1 hull trauma per solid repairs whenever he repairs a starship or vehicle.
I'll
I have
allow
neither
it
of
for a
those.
droid. That's fine. You'll get +1. So 2 wounds and 6 strain are wiped from you.
I'm down with that.
Okay.
So that puts me at 10, and how many strain?
6.
6. Oh my goodness. Alright. I'm back in business, sort of.
All right.
Okay.
Who's up next?
I think I would like to take my turn and heal myself a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, so I will use a maneuver to get out a repair patch, or prep it, I suppose, and then use an action to use it, or is it another maneuver?
Another
to
maneuver,
use?
actually.
Okay, so that's cool. So I'll use. Oh, that's even better. I'll take the 2 strain because I can handle that now, and I will heal another 3. So
And you've got an action left.
and then I will take a pot shot at one of those poxy bastards. Okay. Yes.
There's 1 minion at his threshold, and then there are 2 other that are damaged and 1 who's not damaged at all.
It would feel bad if I killed the last minion that's the box over there probably wrecking. Right?
He's on the other side.
The minions are on the other rooftop. Yeah.
Oh, they're not being attacked by anyone in particular? Okay, well then I'll shoot the minions. What's the difficulty
Adversary
for that?
1, defense 1.
Adversary 1, defense 1. My pistol gives me a setback. Alright. And...
Oh, that's going to be enough. You take him down.
Okay. Yeah.
Good job. All right.
Alright.
I think that's it for my guys, because 1 staggered and you just took out a minion, so...
Okay, so it just skips to the next PC slot then. So are any of the 2 NPCs left, or able to move? Or any of the NPCs up there in general?
No.
Are any of them not engaged with someone?
Oh, 1's not engaged. The one who's not damaged at all is not engaged.
Okay. I guess Aiden can fire at him. So, what's his defenses?
Adversary 1, defense 1.
This is still short, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna fire with both blasters again. And why not? I'm gonna double aim. And go. Wow, okay. So first I'm
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Let me mark off my strain real quick.
And this was the guy who was undamaged, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So this would be...
Oh, you were at short range. Why did you have the extra difficulty?
Both blasters.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well done.
So that'd be 15 twice, and they both
Damn.
crit.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, no, sorry. No, not both of them. One of them crits.
Alright, so 15, any pierce? That was 2 pierce.
Pierce
right?
2, yeah. Oh, I forgot the defense. Hold on. Right, 1 defense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one. Yeah, they can still crit. So yeah.
Okay, you can describe it. You actually take that guy out completely.
Okay. So he's like, where is he? Would you say he's like right by the edge?
Yeah.
Can you maybe say like I shoot his legs in such a way that he falls off the side and smashes his head into something on the way down?
Yeah.
Just capped him in both kneecaps.
Yeah.
Alright, well done. So, whoa!
We need
And-
a Wilhelm scream queued up in the sound effects.
We do.
Yeah. So at that moment, though, there are only 2 left, and even though one is staggered, he still does have his maneuvers. And so he yells, oh, I know. You actually hear the rumble of a starship quickly approaching, and he's yelling in Rhodese, and they're on opposite sides there, but both of them are going to flee. They're going to run. This is too much for them, but the leader does yell, and he says, "This is not over! The Ayar clan will be
Back.
back. Yes, will prevail."
The Yar clan is blasting off again.
They will continue to exist
Yes,
in shame.
but yeah, he's oh, and he turns to Erdo and says, "And I'll take off all your limbs next time." And yeah, so that's that for that combat.
Can Erdo give chase? I would.
Sure. If you choose, yes, you can do so.
Yeah, that's good.
Erdo's a badass. He's like, he's got his arm blown off, and he's just like, I'm gonna chase you down and punch you to death.
I gave you all the information I'm going to give for that scene, but yes, you can chase him.
They're fleeing onto a starship.
Yeah, I think that might be a bad idea. But Erdo's going to shout after him that you attacked us, asshole.
The topaz is ours!
Or the appropriate Star Wars equivalent of asshole. I'm not certain what that would be.
Scug.
Scug, yeah.
You'll be a charger for this.
Okay. So, yeah, what are you guys going to do? You have a starship that's quickly approaching.
Take cover, I would think, just in case it's unfriendly.
Yeah, I'll probably.
Wait, can we tell what kind of starship it is from here?
You can see a YT-2400 heading towards you.
Oh, of course.
Are there any known YT-2400s that we are friendly with? Probably not, right?
Let us quickly beat feet, friends.
I mean, you guys are in an
Saints
alleyway,
left.
so maybe bust down some doors, get into a building, something like that.
Yeah, just
Yes.
we're already in
John
kind of an alley, so
trying to kick down a door.
into the shadows somewhere.
Right.
There's a dumpster. We have a dumpster. We can all just pile in.
You know, Alro, you can have your dumpster. I'm gonna go inside.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna
you
go
do
into a
hear
building. I'm gonna
the
clacky
starship.
clack in there.
It goes by and actually takes some blaster shots through the buildings, but you guys did get away. And then you hear this starship blast off, and yeah. So you just had your first encounter with the Ayar clan, and maybe you guys want to do a knowledge underworld check to find out who they are. Hard underworld check. I will upgrade that once.
I could probably pull it off. Let's see.
Aiden will provide some assistance if it matters.
Skilled assistant?
No, unskilled.
I'll take unskilled. Let's see. Yellow, 5 green.
It sounds like you're talking through like a
Yeah, we
Jello
can
or
barely hear you.
something. Yeah.
Maybe it'll help if I sit up. Is that better at all?
Well, now you're crackling, but
Oh, that's right, because I was moving. Okay. How about now?
much better.
Okay, I just need to not move and I need to sit up. I can't be lazy.
Oh my god.
I'm in my bed, so I'm just sort of laying down.
Nothing wrong with that. I was enjoying the tin can effect.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I should do something like that. So a yellow, 5 green. You said it was hard?
1 red, 2 purples.
1 red, 2 purples. Okay, and I'll not upgrade it. We still run a little low on yellow here.
Erdo, give you. Oh,
Oh,
All right. So
my bad.
you know
Sorry,
that
Erno.
the Yar clan. So it's actually there are two things here. The Yar clan is a rather large Rhodian clan that is kind of looked down upon by other Rhodians. They're a bunch of rough and tough scavengers, and they very uncouth and kind of an embarrassment to a lot of Rhodians. They run an outfit called Yayar Salvage that is on the Wheel, the massive space station called the Wheel. And so Yayar Salvage and the Yayar clan are two separate entities, but many members of the Yayar clan work for Yayar Salvage. So the two are not one and the same, but they. It's fine to conflate them because if you're a Yayar clan member, you most likely work for Yayar Salvage. And
At least
otherwise,
as
let
a
me put it
cover.
this way: if you use the name Yayar clan in everyday business, you are affiliated with Yayar Salvage. If you're not, then you tend to downplay your clan affiliation. And the leader of the clan is Yav Yayar. And for what you know, you don't think that that was actually Yav that you took on, but just one of his lieutenants. But yeah, kind of tough guys. And I know that combat was a little difficult, but you guys got two despairs, which is why the ambush was set up like that. So they are a group. Yayar Salvage is after the topaz, the 12-faced topaz.
Well,
And
at least there's a few less of them now.
yep. And you guys do have Shabish Shinar that you still need to talk to.
Can we take a moment to heal anyone that needs some healing?
Yeah, sure. However, this moment, time is going. So do what you need to do, but you probably need to get
Aiden's
to
mostly
Shabish fast.
okay on wounds, I think. So
I mean, it's up to anyone. Maybe you all feel comfortable. Like
I mean,
Alro's okay.
I mean, R2's already been
So in other words,
prepared
let's say
this round.
this. Do you guys want to hold up and get your bearings, or do you want to get over to Shabish Shinar now?
Ja votes for keeping on the moving.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Jock can just get a stim pack or something.
Yeah, if everyone feels okay, then let's do it.
Yeah, so in other words, I'll let you guys do stim packs on the way, but actual medical checks, no.
All right. I mean, if everybody's got their stim packs and they want to use their own, that's fine. But I got 9 if somebody needs any.
okay. Erdo only carries 4, but he can apply them for an extra wound. So anybody using a stim pack for this, just get an extra wound back.
Right, we can go through Erdo. Be like, Erdo, here, take all the
Nice.
stim packs. I like that. Okay.
Okay, and don't forget to mark down how many stim uses and the way that the stims are. The efficacy reduces each use for stim packs. All right,
And
so
I'm gonna use 2 repair patches on myself.
okay, and you
And
guys
I'm
also
out.
can do your cooler discipline check on the way there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I will give a setback though because you are in a rush. So do the check, but all with a setback.
That does nothing, right?
Correct. All right. I'll say this, Dan. You can have your strain and then add the success.
Nice. I mean, my strain wasn't super high anyway, so I think with my talents for rapid recovery, I think I just get it all back.
Cool. All right. So while you guys do that, you do make your way to Shabish Shinar, and she kind of looks you over and just says, rough day."
R2 equal hate thing.
So, what sort of thing are you in the market for? I've got tons of arms. And she kind of laughs when she looks over at Alro.
Oh, okay, yes.
Oh man, that sounds like she needs shot in the face just
And
for that bad fun.
Rub it in, why don't
That's
you?
not nice. Our poor buddy Erdo here just lost his arm. Pat him on the side.
Well, the arm is still there. It's just mangled and
Yeah,
is-
he's
yeah.
probably gotten it up in a makeshift sling by now.
I'm just look at this thing.
When Ja pats it. We're in the market for a rare gem.
Oh, I don't deal with gems. As you can see, I'm an arms dealer.
But,
And so I'll need to... Who's got good discipline?
Probably the
you guys are
Jedi.
Cool.
Yeah, Erdo has 3 discipline and 1 rank of nobody's fool,
Nice.
and 3 willpower.
I think that's more than the rest of us.
All right. So what is the total dice pool she's rolling
So
against?
3 red and a purple.
3 red and a purple.
An upgrade.
Do we get a
too,
boost
why
because we do know that she's talked to a Bothan that is probably the one that we're looking for?
Sure.
Maybe.
So I'll have that as a setback for her.
Yeah, because she's rolling. Yeah. So.
Yeah, she's gonna roll since you're using.
Oh,
nobody's
can there be
fool.
like an unskilled? Wait, no, there wouldn't be unskilled assistance. This is set the difficulty, isn't it?
Yeah. So she
Okay.
is. Sure. I'll add another setback to that. You're just kind of like, wait a minute. And
I could
okay.
have like video, like audio proof, someone saying you did this. Like you talked to this person. But I can't wiggle out of that one.
You actually believe her.
Huh.
All right. Well, if you are,
I think you're cutting out there.
Yeah, I don't.
we're wondering, do you know anyone else who he might have been dealing with?
No, not really. And remember, guys, what you also have at your disposal.
Discretionary funds.
So, how much would it take?
For you to remember.
Yeah. What would it take to jog your memory?
Well, I've been trying to offload this fine piece of equipment here, and she pulls out this blaster rifle that doesn't really look that special, but she claims that it's great, and she says, well, this thing, finest, superior quality, blah, 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 5,000 credits.
Are we okay with that?
I mean, I'm sure somebody could attempt to negotiate, but
Who's got the best negotiation here? I mean, mine's okay. I've got 2 yellow and a green.
that's probably the best.
That's probably the best. We don't really have a face.
Yeah, I'm kind of like half a face.
All right, so you're going to be rolling against 3 reds and 1 purple.
Okay. Do it. Get any help? Does anyone have any other than unskilled?
I'm a Weequay. Could I be using my like the only racial thing Weequays have is like a pheromonal communication thing?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you 2 boosts to that because she does like that you guys have a weak way, and yeah, 2 boosts.
Okay. Is there anything else we can add to this other than that?
Oh,
Upgrade.
and that's 2 boosts on top of unskilled assistance. So if he's assisting you, then it'll be 3 boosts total.
Upgrade. Oh, a flip. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. Whew.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, she's like, since you obviously have such handsome company, 4,000.
Done.
All right. So, you pass over that, and she says, actually, I must apologize. My memory isn't what it used to be, but I do recall a Bothan that was selling jewels. And so, 1 second, while
Would you happen to have his name or her name?
I mean, we already have the name. It was
Haskett
Oh, no.
Kipskra, and it's a she,
Yeah.
it's a female Bothan, but
Yeah,
she
I know.
does say that, and then she says, well, actually, I must apologize. I totally forgot about just the random purchase that I made earlier. So yes, I did buy a gem from a Bothan. However, I've already sold it to a Nimbanel merchant from my homeworld, actually, of Srelur. I never got his name, though.
Or 2, they may have already done it, and we don't know yet.
Are you sure that we couldn't work out some sort of deal for the Nimbinel merchant's name? I mean, surely if we talked about your home perhaps a touch, you might be able to recall some details of your conversation with him.
Well, one thing that always jogs my memory is business transactions. And she looks over at another weapon, and this one is a vibro actually. She says, "I don't really deal too much with such crude weapons, but this one actually, oh, the the balance on it." She actually starts spinning this thing pretty deftly for an elderly Weequay, and she says, 3,000 credits.
I use my pheromones again.
Sure, 3 boosts.
I'm not going to flip for this one.
Yeah.
I'll flip for it then.
Oh,
4
well, well, maybe now I should. just to be on the safe side. So 3 boosts, 3 yellow, 4 red. I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh! Okay, she'll actually knock that down. She's like, "Oh, well, there is this little scratch here, and maybe it's not as good as, well, tell you what, 2,000.
Seems reasonable.
Okay, so remember to mark these off on the discretionary funds." But she says, yes, Beals Brown. That was the name of the Nimbinel. Unfortunately, that is all that I have. And you can tell she's not lying at this point. But she says, "You all learn very quickly. Socorro seems like the kind of place that fits you."
Offhand, it doesn't suit me very well, but
Offhand. She
I
gives you
see
a
what you
wink,
did
wink.
there.
but perhaps things will go better in the future. Thanks for your assistance.
Oh, of course, and always keep Shibi Shinar in mind for all of your special weapons needs.
We will be sure to return to you the next time we're here on planet.
And actually, guys, just as for the players that may not be aware of this, but Shibi Shinar actually does become a main contact for the group, and half of the Zygerian refugees that were on Wayrite are now in her employ through your efforts.
Some of the rougher ones, yeah.
I was actually wondering if we would see some Zygerian employees here through the magic of Bastion.
Oh, yeah, sure. Actually, yes, you do see Zygerian employees. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I forgot to add that detail, but yes. All right, so you guys need to blast off for Srelur. And once again, it's going to be a choose your own difficulty astrogation check if you guys want to get there semi-fast or not.
How long would it take us to get there? Would it take...
It's just, in other words, it's going to be like range bands. It's going to be faster.
So,
I was just going to say maybe we have an oil bath on the sun flare here that I could...
Oh,
dip
well,
into
yeah,
that.
I mean, hyperspace does take a couple of hours at least, so...
I mean, I only need an hour, it looks like, in there. Get the sand out of
But,
the...
I mean, we don't have an oil bath on the Sunflare.
What?
Yeah,
Come on,
we
I
don't,
figured
but
Rock
that's
would have at
something
least
that
requested that
people should
one
think
time.
about buying.
alright, so,
Rock not requested that.
Alro, do you want to do the same combined check?
Yeah, let's go for formidable and drop it to 4.
Oh, formidable and drop it to... That we did. Didn't we do
No,
a
you guys
daunting
did
drop?
daunting.
Last time we did daunting down to hard, but let's try to get more.
Okay. If you're confident in that, sure.
Sure, why not?
I'll throw 2 strain on for it.
I'm going to upgrade that.
Oh God, now I'm less confident. All right. Oh.
Yeah, we probably should have.
Dun, 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 dun. But you do get
we
a lot
didn't
of
roll
advantages.
a single success. That's terrible.
You guys can try again. However, you have lost time, so you kind of got off track there.
Let's go with the daunting to hard this time.
But you know what? I appreciate that. I mean, that's sometimes you've got to roll for those big ones, and it doesn't always succeed. But
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah.
And I do cut the time in half for the astrogation whatever that
Well,
means in
you
this
cut the
case.
time in half the astrogation roll, but it doesn't cut down the time of travel.
Yeah. Well, in this case, we didn't even do the traveling yet, right? Since we said.
Well,
I
no,
thought.
the whole point is that you messed up the roll, and so you guys have gone.
Okay.
So, in other words, you made an astrogation check, and you took that route, and the route turns out to not be right.
Okay, that's fine. But we get there in half that time.
Yeah,
No,
so
no.
in other words, like it would be more in structured time. No, you don't get there in half the time. That's the point because it's the check itself. That is really good for structure time when you're in the middle of combat, and let's say that you're being fired upon and you're trying to make this check just to get out. Then I would start applying that, and I would change the time because that's when you're actually making rolls
Oh,
to yeah.
okay. All right. So yeah, we'll down. We'll go down now. Are you upgrading it again, Tommy?
Yeah.
Would there be another cool check in between all this while we're all waiting? Or
Sure.
discipline?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. I'll roll that. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even have to roll because I only had 2 strain and it would have gotten rid of both strain. So.
So you guys blast off for Srelur, but you did lose some time there. But what? Actually, 1 second here.
Would those advantages from before have given boosts for this one? Just to see if it.
Oh yeah. I would have given you at least 2 boosts.
Okay.
Alright, so just throw two boosts on there, see what it does.
Okay. Extra success.
All right. So you guys have a name, and you land on Srelur. So what are you guys gonna do?
I guess we'll have to streetwise. Or actually, no. R2, do you have any, can you access some databases or something?
I mean, I have an extensive knowledge skill. If you get me to a terminal, I can basically get Star Wars equivalent of Google.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, though, guys. That's not going. That's not going to bring up the information that you need in terms of underworld characters who keep themselves off the grid.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
you're going to need to do a streetwise check.
Okay, that's fine. What would
1
be the
second while I
difficulty?
bring up the.
I mean, the most I could do is probably listen to comms with my little scanner and see if maybe I hear his name, but I doubt.
We could
yeah,
consider that
that's
on
not. There's too much
Yeah.
business going on here that's not really going to be possible.
Yeah, I figured
This
it's
one's going to be pretty difficult. And this actually is from the same difficulty as the original. It's a daunting check. And I am going to. Well, it's upgraded natively. It's streetwise, and you could draw undue attention.
Oh,
So, daunting upgraded once, right?
can I see if Erdo knows anything particular about Srelur?
Yeah, maybe that'll help the check.
Yeah, sure. And I'll upgrade that too.
Outer Rim?
Actually, it's more do Underworld.
Okay.
'Cause this is actually on the border of Hut Space, I believe, and that's more
Well,
mid
that's
range.
pretty much the same, so.
I could help out with that underworld check if you wanted a 6 in.
I don't really like taking the skilled assistance on the valuable facts check.
Oh, it's a valuable fact. Okay, I thought you were just doing a
That's
regular
what I
check.
thought I was making. Tommy,
Okay.
I was making something different? Or just a general check?
Sorry, your mic's really low.
Sorry, I meant to be making a valuable facts check. Did you?
Yeah, you can do valuable facts, so it's going to be Underworld check.
Yep, okay.
Okay, so you know that Srelur is the homeworld of the Weequay, and the Weequay is a client species of the Hutts, so there is a very heavy Hutt presence on this world. And once again, it's a lot like Socorro. No black sand, but very arid climate in a lot of regions, and it's a very lawless place. No one glances twice at your weapons, restricted or otherwise. And also, yeah, you just know that it's a really lawless place. And so we'll say that knowing that and maybe a couple of names, and you know the names not to mention and some of the cultural taboos, you get a triumph on your streetwise check. So daunting upgraded once.
Alright, so it's the same check as it was before? Daunting upgraded once?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Remember though, guys, you do have credits. You can throw money around if you want to kind of grease some palms. And I know this is kind of stepping on some talents, but I'm just going to keep this adventure the same as before. So,
I mean, talents that we don't have anyway. I don't think.
well, what I mean though is that I don't usually like to mimic things so much, but I do think that at least in this case, the places that you guys are visiting are much more susceptible to things like this than others. So, yeah. So tell me if you want to throw in some credits to the roll, and that might change things, or you can keep it as is. Because
What do you
remember,
think,
you do
guys?
have to have enough to buy the gem at the end. You think?
What do you think, guys? Should we throw some credits at it? Anybody?
I'm
Yeah,
fine with that if you guys think we need the boost.
And 'cause I'm only rolling 3 dice for this check. So
I'm not saying go crazy with the credits, but maybe you could spend some.
spend like 1,000 maybe.
Also,
Yeah, so tell me how much you throw in, and it's not completely linear, so you'll just have to give me the number and I'll give you what they do.
So what do you think, about 1,000 guys, or a little more, a little less? We have 42 at the moment.
Sure, 1,000 sounds fine to me. Would it help to have Savak helping too? Because we're on like a week.
Oh, yeah, as a weequay, sure. I'll say that Savak will once again, if he's doing unskilled assistance, it's going to be 3 actually, 1 for unskilled and then 2 just for being a weequay and using his pheromonal communication.
Okay.
So you've got
So-
3 boosts and a potential number of credits to throw at this 1 red, 3 purple.
All right. So how much credits do you guys think we should throw in?
How much are you guys at, actually?
We're at 42,000.
Okay.
Let's just do 1. We do have a bunch of boosts. So
All right, so I'm going to add 2 extra successes onto that roll.
okay. And go.
Wow.
Nice. We didn't even
Nice.
need it.
Yeah, so, you learned that, yes, there's a Nimbinel by the name of Beals Brown who's been bragging about outwitting Shabish Shinar of Socorro. And he said that he found a special gem that he got from her for real steel. So yes, he's definitely on the planet. He's still there. And you know that, but it'll take another streetwise check to find out exactly where he is.
Okay. So.
Oh, by the way, before you move on though, in the distance, in the background, you can see someone being beaten.
That is actually on the screen here.
Yeah.
Urdo would go intercede and look at the rest of the party and hope that they were following him. But
I would at least follow Erdo, because more than going around talking to people all day, he would rather go help someone that may or may not need medical assistance.
Can we see what species is getting beat on, or what the species are beating?
It's 1 weequay and 1 Nikto beating up another weequay.
Yeah.
Aw.
I'd rush over.
All right. Aiden will go over too. Why not?
What do you want? This thief tried to pull one over on us. And he's kicking the guy on the ground. The guy's like, oh, so sorry. I'm just trying to feed my children.
Feed children, huh?
what does he owe you?
What was that?
What does he owe you?
And the guy kind of looks over. He's like, oh, well, 10,000 credits.
For what?
That
Well,
sounds
you-
like
you-
it needs a
you-
check against
children,
Erdo's
credits.
discipline.
It does need a check against Erdo's discipline.
Yeah. That sounds like a lie.
Yeah, all of these places are just hives of scum and villainy. So, all right, Erdo, what am I rolling against again?
3 purple, 1 red.
All right.
I'm sorry, 3 red, 1 purple.
3
Sorry.
red, 1 purple. Okay.
Yeah.
You
He
see
is
right
lying
through it.
through his teeth. Gosh, those advantages though. Let me put it this way. He's lying through his teeth. You absolutely know that. But you also know that you can totally get this guy to back off if you just give him enough credits. With those two despairs, though, well, you tell me what happens actually. Two despairs on his lie.
Maybe the other guy just comes up and is like, I thought it was 50 or something like that.
Yes, yes. The other guy says, "Wait, I thought you said he only stole 5,000." Ah, damn it!
Look, I'm sure you've already recovered whatever you've gotten out of this guy and some interest. He's not going to be doing it again. You should just call it a day.
And he's like, "Sure," with 5,000 credits, and he gives the Nikto a really angry look.
I said we just teach him a lesson.
It is for lore. I mean, you can do that too.
I mean, honestly, I think Sivak alone is more threatening than either of these two guys. So,
Sure. If you want to do a coercion check, we can do
Yeah.
that.
Savak,
It'll
are you
be a
coercion-y?
3 red coercion check.
You know, I don't have a super good coercion. I say we just skip that part and just teach him a lesson. Us Weequay are known for our violent outbursts.
Well, the guy says, "Look, I have to feed my children too, and this guy stole from me."
Oh, is he lying about the children?
He's not lying.
Oh.
Wait, so he hasn't gotten his 5,000 credits back?
He hasn't.
Oh.
Birdo's going to look at the guy on the ground and say, well, can you get the money back?
He's like, "No, I lost my job."
Okay. Now pay him the 5,000 credits because he has children. If he has children too, then I mean that doesn't make it right for the other guy to steal for his children, you know?
Yep. He kicks the guy again and says, "So you got 5,000 credits?"
4,500 now.
Oh, he's like, but he accepts that. He holds out his hand. Okay, 4,500 credits, and you avoid any conflict for not ignoring a person being beaten up in the background. I wouldn't have given you too much conflict anyway, but good RP, Urdo.
Oh, thank you.
And all right, so you guys have one more streetwise check. Oh, I'll even say that because you gave him some money, maybe you can ask him some things. You can include this guy in some of your streetwise checks, looking for Beal's Realm. So you paid it up. He got 2 despairs. So yeah, he's going to feel kind of bad about the outright lie with you guys. So it'll be actually, I'm going to say just because you're including this guy, it's going to drop the difficulty by 1. So it's going to be a hard upgraded once to locate Beal's Realm.
Just a sec. Did it seem to Urdo that the thief was lying about his children too?
No, he wasn't lying.
Everybody here has kids. They just can't keep it in their pants. You organics just don't know how to stop procreating.
So Urdo will give him 500 credits and maybe suggest that he. What line of work is he in?
He is just a former slave that was just emancipated, so he really doesn't have any job.
We don't have Waywright or anything like that yet.
No, you do. I mean, you can just say it all conflates and whatnot.
It's a weird mishmash.
Okay, yeah,
Present.
Urdo's in a dream. He would recommend that he try and start a new life on Waywright.
Okay, you'd have to get him there. Waywright's kind of very obscure and whatnot. He's never heard of it.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay.
You can tell him to meet us on our ship when we're ready to leave.
All right, sure thing. Okay, so Beal's Brown check. 1 red, 2 purple.
What was this for? Sorry.
You
This
guys
is
are trying to find
the
where
next streetwise?
Beelzebub actually is. You know that he's on planet, and you know that, I mean, he's still here.
Yeah, this is the next streetwise. You're saying, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
But the
What?
difficulty was reduced because you are actually asking this guy.
One red, two purple.
Uh-huh.
While we're doing this, Aura's gonna have her recon droid just kind of always looking out for more ambushes. So if we do get ambushed again, if I could get a boost or something.
Okay.
Same 3 boosts from Savak.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So he says, "Oh yeah, Beals. He hangs out at that A49 warehouse," and he points in the general direction of this industrial district, and he just says, "Yeah, he's kind of squatting there, but I don't know really what he does. He's just a big braggart and always has some sort of scheme that's going to make tons and tons of credits, but he's all talk. What a waste of space." Like this one, he kicks the guy on the ground again.
Do we retroactively take another 500 credits from him?
No. At that point, he's going to walk away and say, "Thanks a lot. My kids are going to have a great meal tonight."
What a shitty dad.
The block's actually gonna snap to that.
I really need to know, like, 4,500 credits should probably feed a family for close to, like, a couple months, if not a year. I mean,
Well, that
how
assumes that
expensive
the
is their
dad isn't
food?
gambling and spending money on, Twi'lek lap dances. So,
Oh, okay, of course.
While he's feeding his kids, he's just a terrible person.
Okay.
all right. So you guys know where he is, and yeah, you actually have a lot of advantages. So I'll even say that those advantages, you kind of get a feel for the place. The guy gives you a couple of, he gives you some information on the place itself, so that you get 2 boosts on your stealth checks to approach if you decide to approach stealthily. So you guys tell me. You've got a warehouse, and it looks in a pretty abandoned part of town. That Beals Brum is inside, but I mean, you don't have to sneak up to it. It's up to you.
Shock and
I mean,
awe.
R2's pretty stealthy if you want to send him in, like, ahead, if anything. And I could report back or whatever. I don't know what we're wanting to do here.
That is an option. I mean, he does have stealth capability now, and he's been able to openly run around with the chassis with it. So,
True. You go in, find where he is, and I'll break down the wall to get to him.
Because even if he sees you, I mean, he could just dismiss you as well, because you are a droid.
Yeah, so on top of being invisible, I have droid invisibility. I think he would still be a little off-put by, like, an invisible droid sneaking around.
okay.
It might
So
actually draw more attention to me, but...
But you'd probably be less off-putting than an armed person approaching.
Right, so... What's the difficulty for this?
it's going to be 2 reds and a purple.
2 reds and a purple, and I don't think I got any real boosty type stuff, so here we go. Oh, come on. Why is
Okay.
it was like 1 or 2 red, and always I'll get the despair?
I know exactly what to do with that despair. So, okay. You get to the building. You're even inside with those advantages, but yeah, you don't. There's no response. You sneak in, and now you are faced with another foe: stairs. There's no elevator.
Oh.
I just want you to know, I hate you a lot right now.
So it's going to be an average check for each flight of stairs that you're going to be checking out. So,
So how am I doing this? If I
average
want to
piloting
continue...
check.
Okay, so...
It's going to be your boots with the handling as well.
Okay. So average... And how many times am I doing this?
Depends on how many times you want.
How many stairs are there?
Well, let me put it this way. You can go 1, 2, 3, or you can choose a floor. Just go straight to the second or straight to the third. So it'll be 1 check for each one, or do you see what I mean? You can just kind of choose to do maneuver and then maneuver so that you can check
Right.
each floor,
Do I
or you
know
can
what
just go
floor
straight
he's
up.
on?
So do
Do
you
I
want to
know
check
what?
each floor, or do you want to check the second specifically and then the third, which will be 2 checks, or you can just check the third just with 1 check?
I'm just saying, do I know which floor he's on?
You don't.
Do you have a scanner that can check?
I do have a scanner, but I don't know if it's going to be able to just like detect bad guy,
Well,
detect
life
important
forms.
plot point.
Okay, well, no, I mean, what does the scanner do?
It senses basically everything. I mean, that's the thing. It's like it's got motion, heating,
Tell you what,
radiation
I'm still gonna make you do a roll because you're going to have some difficulty because of the size of the warehouse differentiating at an angle which floor that he's on. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Yeah,
what's
so
the
it's going to
gonna
be a perception or vigilance check, and I'm going to say that is an average, and I'm going to upgrade it once. So it's not too hard, but you still have to make a check to kind of
Right,
triangulate
so
the
my
data.
perception is like crap. Alright. Nope, no idea. I guess I will just check each floor.
Okay.
And you said that was going to be a red and a purple, and I
Yep.
got the handling.
No, it's just an average check, and then so
Oh, you
I
didn't
might.
upgrade that?
I'm not going to
That's
upgrade
fine.
the first one.
So he already ascertained there's nothing on the first floor, right?
Yeah.
So maybe
Or
he
well,
comes
no.
back
I mean, it's kind of he's not sure yet. So
Oh, well, I would search each floor individually until I found the guy.
right. In other words, there's a set of stairs even before like the main floor.
Oh, so like as soon as you go in.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Ah, okay. Well, I guess I get up those main stairs.
Okay. There's no one there. Second and third floor are available.
Second floor.
Okay. With that triumph, I'll say that you get an upgrade on your check for the next floor.
Free upgrade for the next floor. Oh, is there nothing on the second floor?
Nothing on the second floor.
Okay, go third floor then. Of course. Of course.
Okay, with those advantages, I'm going to say that you pop up just enough and you see a crumpled figure leaning against a pillar way in the back of the third floor, and you are going to have a short distance fall.
Of course. How much is a short distance fall?
10 and 10, 10 strain unresisted, but 10 wounds are resisted by soak.
My God, short fall?
Yeah, I'm looking
I was
right
just
at
going
it.
upstairs.
Edge of the Empire, page 215.
But is there
So
no-
you can do an average athletics or coordination check to mitigate some of that.
I can. Okay, so
So you're kind of like beep boop. Yeah, exactly.
I don't like this shorting out every time. So average.
All right, so you only take 9 strain.
Okay, 9, 10.
All right, so you guys know that there is a crumpled figure in the back of a warehouse that R2 has
There's
seen.
probably actually going to be 2 crumpled figures.
One of which is an R2 droid.
Yeah, and 10 10 wound soakable. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that puts me at 2. Okay, well, yeah, R2 just sort of systems can't take much, and he just sort of shuts down. My strain is 13 out of 12.
Oh man. Okay, guys. Yeah, that's the last thing that you hear from him before the communication cuts. So what do you do?
So Rudo will say that I'll go check on the figure. Someone with, I guess Alro should go check on R2 because Alro knows more about machines.
Yeah, the rest of us will go in.
Rush in.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Aiden will probably be up front with Erdo.
Okay.
All right. So, who gets to Beelzebrom first?
Me, probably?
All right. He is bleeding Looks like he got really roughed up and he is coughing up blood. He has one turn left to live unless a daunting medical check succeeds.
Okay.
And our medic just
Erdo
short
was
out.
headed for Beals Brown, so Erdo can make that roll.
Okay.
Would Savak help?
Aiden can help too. I mean, nothing, just a boost, but yeah.
Yeah, Savant doesn't have a bunch of medical experience.
And that was just daunting, no upgrades or anything?
Mhm.
Do you want me to roll setback for Erdo having an offhand, or are there enough people there to help him that he doesn't need? We don't need to worry about that too much.
I would say just the fact that, I mean, it's still hurting you. You haven't gotten it actually checked at a real medical facility, so just a setback from pain, I would say. Oh man. So Beals Brown does die. However, with those advantages, before he dies, he just says, "Yar, Borga, Anarshada," and he passes. However, as he dies, I need everyone to give me a hard perception check.
Wait, do I get to do mechanics on R2 while they
Sure,
were?
while that happens, yeah. So
Yeah.
before the perception checks, yeah, go ahead and roll your mechanics.
Oh, come on.
Oh man, and I'm gonna say that you can't do any strain if it's not actually a success.
Yeah, that's
So,
fine.
okay. Now all perception checks except for R2. I see a piloting specialization in your future.
In R2's future, yeah.
Probably. I was just thinking that maybe we need to take like the whole, entire system failing, and maybe make that something reserved for more like a despair instead of just a single failure. Maybe like a failure is more like I navigated poorly and hit a wall or something, as opposed
Okay,
to
yeah, I mean, sure.
yeah. I mean, I'll take that.
Well,
and I'll
the
take it
difference
now.
though with this one is that you were literally you were in the air going up and up and up.
Right, I thought we were just like going to each floor, searching it, and then like I would go up the stairs from there. I didn't know. I didn't realize I was going up, 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 up.
Okay,
Oh.
well, in other words, next time if you do describe that you're actually landing, and yeah, I'll give it to you so that when you go up,
Okay.
you don't actually fall all the way down. It's just that you failed to jump up.
Okay, I would. Yeah, because
Yeah, the sorting out is definitely a despair thing, but yeah.
Well, yes and no, because yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, all right, that's fine.
it just makes it a lot more dangerous if up you got a failure.
But then also too, do remember though that it's an average check.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's something that it doesn't take too much to make that not such a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, even if you don't get a specialization in piloting, maybe just get some ranks in it.
I have 3 ranks and 3
Oh.
agility. I failed that on 2 with 3 yellow versus 2 purple.
Yeah.
It happens.
Put some more ranks, I mean.
And also, too, actually, that's a very good point. Part of the issue here, too, is that we're doing a rewind of a mission, so I have increased the difficulty a lot. And so I wouldn't have done that, especially back in the day when I was much more of a Care Bear. I wouldn't have done that before, but I think that, I mean, this is kind of the big leagues. So, yeah. That's a good point. From here on out, we'll just do despairs for those falls.
That's fine. I mean, I can handle it right now. It's just someone's going to have to drag me back. I vote Savak since he's got the brawn.
Yeah, like failure in the future can just be you didn't get as high or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So, has
You
everybody-
just failed to go up. I mean, that's an excellent point. So.
All right, but let's move on. I feel like we've spent a lot of time talking about this.
All right, so everyone who succeeded, you receive 2 boosts on your next skill check as you notice the hum of a starship nearby. But it is remaining stationary instead of fading away into the distance, and all of a sudden, the entire warehouse erupts as planetary scale laser fire begins to pepper the entire place. So, to escape, everyone except for R2 and Alro, who are on the first floor, everyone else needs to roll a hard athletics or coordination check as holes are blasted through the walls, floor, and ceiling. And let's see, 1 second.
So athletics or coordination?
Yeah.
I'll carry you. R2.
And if you fail, you need to roll 1d100, and any despairs will. Oh, and it's upgraded natively. Sorry. I didn't do that in time. Nope, don't even worry about it. Roll 1d100 if you fail.
So I haven't rolled yet. Upgraded once natively? Or
Yeah. All right. And we have one more roll, I think. Yeah, Ja. Oh, wow. You tell me what you do with that triumph. I mean, this whole place is being lit up, and you just got a triumph.
I'll save R2. He has to have a
Oh,
prayer.
no, he's safe. He's all the way at
Oh,
the bottom, and so he's not being
he's
targeted.
fine. Okay.
Same with Alro.
Everyone else succeeded handsomely. Looks like. You know what?
I know what I'll do with that triumph. Here's this. How's this? So, just tons of blaster fire. Boom, 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 boom. And there's a massive hole that is opened, and you can look right through it, and you recognize the same YT-2400 that the AR clan had. And it looks like they've ambushed you, and then they blast off.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So you guys did avoid this. There was a whole chart, so you could have lost your footing and fallen through the floor. A chunk of ceiling could have fallen through. Or you might have been clipped by one of the lasers and suffered 15 wounds and an immediate crit.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Or if a despair, which adds 25 to the 1d100, 101 to 125, you are hit square on by the laser and suffer 30 wounds and an immediate critical plus 10. Yeah. I should have done more with that, but anyway, yeah. So you guys heard that last bit from Beals Brown where he said Yayar. He was trying to warn you guys, but unfortunately he died before he could really say much more. But he also said Nar Shaddaa, Borga and Nar Shaddaa.
Well, let's head for Nar Shaddaa then.
Oh, we got a place to go. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. 1 second.
Do any of us know anything about this Borga?
You don't actually, not in this VR. So you might need to do an underworld check.
It's like there's something on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
So am I able to do like a little rest check to recover strain while
Sure.
we're on our way to Nalhada? Just
Can I
2.
other mechanics on him too?
Hey, what's that do for me?
Yeah, it would be technically a new counter.
Yeah. So you can have the amount of strain and then reduce it by 1.
So,
Oh,
With the double triumph, you can just wipe it all.
is that mechanic like wounds and strain?
Well, wait, no, you don't have enough
Oh.
time to just rest for wounds.
Oh,
was just
I thought we were talking. I thought that was a mechanics check from.
that was mechanics check. I was.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, sure. We'll say that you wipe all the strain and all those wounds. That's wow.
I'll take it. It's like, oh, yeah.
And Nar Shaddaa, you don't even need a astrogation check. It is a very well-known world. It is the smuggler's moon, so it orbits Nal Hutta, which is glorious jewel in Huttese. And Nar Shaddaa is the largest moon of Nal Hutta, and it is now it's called Little Coruscant. It is also an Ecumenopolis and just completely covered. There's nothing that is not covered by the city. So you guys get to Nar Shaddaa, and I need a hard underworld check to learn some more about Borga.
I'm guessing the knowledge, talent, skills have been falling on to me.
Yeah, Aiden would give some unskilled assistance, but that's all I can do.
I'm guessing nobody's got any ranks in anything. Why do people not have ranks in things?
I only have one, so.
Yeah, same here. Alright. Oh, you said it's hard, so I should probably roll the difficulty. Nailed it.
Okay, yeah, with that triumph too, you actually know the section of of the moon that has Borga's his residence on Nar Shaddaa. And so you will need to get some more specifics on the ground using Streetwise, but at least you know where to go. And you'll even, because of that knowledge underworld check, with a triumph, I'll even give you an upgrade to all Streetwise checks while you're on Nar Shaddaa.
Nice.
Related to Borga.
Hey, I helped.
Hey, you did
Alright.
a decent amount of helping earlier too. You just also passed out at the end of it.
Yeah, there's that.
Alright,
Ever
so
since I got those boots, R2's been taking a lot more damage.
yeah.
But I've been doing a lot more cool things.
It's a trade-off.
Alright, so you guys land on Nar Shaddaa, and you head to Blue Minox Spaceport, the closest one to Borga's turf. So you would know that you wouldn't be able just to take the Sunflare directly there, because that just, for one, they probably wouldn't fit, but also, too, you don't want to draw too much attention to what you're doing. So you land at Blue Minox Spaceport, and as you exit, though, you are stopped by a relatively small pink hut on a repulsor lift flanked by Clatuinian guards. Hello, hello! I'm Krova the Hut. Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. However, before you can enjoy all the fine amenities of our moon, you'll need to register for a visitor's license. So, you guys can give me a hard underworld check, and I will upgrade that once. And I won't tell you what it is, but just hard underworld check.
Well, R2, that's you.
Alright. So, 1 red, 2 purple, all upgraded as well. Give myself 2 yellow and 4 green.
Getting unskilled from Aiden.
Unskilled from Aiden. I'm guessing the boost from earlier doesn't apply. That was Streetwise's, right?
And that was an upgrade anyway. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Nailed it.
Good job. Okay, so you know that you've heard the name Krova, and Krova is not a permanent resident of Nar Shaddaa, but rather operates out of the planet Alvarine. And it's highly unlikely that she operates in any official capacity here on Nar Shaddaa.
So someone should probably tell her that.
I mean, I would give the information to someone, but I don't usually talk at people because it seems like the vast majority of the galaxy does not speak binary.
Don't worry, don't get.
She
don't
does
get-
say, well, that visitor pass or visitor license, 25,000 credits, please.
Yeah, you know what? I think Alro's just kind of like fed up of being exploded and shot at and everything like that. She's just gonna walk past her.
You there! And the Clatuinian guards draw their weapons.
Oh, son of a...
And then you know the Guardian's gonna step in. You know what? What was her name again?
Krova.
Well, you know what, Krova? You're far away from was it Alvarez?
Alvarine, yeah.
You're far away from Alvarine. I don't think Borga likes other huts encroaching on his territory.
Ooh. And her eyes get really wide at that when you say Alvarine. And so it'll be a coercion check, but you've got some hefty bonuses there, so.
Alright.
Yeah, we have important business with Borga. He'd hate to see us delayed.
Ooh, okay. So by name dropping Borga, you get 2 boosts, and you also get the underworld bonus from earlier, so you get a free upgrade. So free upgrade, 2 boosts, and it's a hard check upgraded once natively.
I'm sure we don't technically have the Ardos disc, right?
No, you don't.
Yeah, that'd be a bit much for this mission.
So, do you actually have any ranks in coercion, Kale? Or Sal, since you... Were you saying
I
yes?
don't have 3 willpower.
I have 3 willpower too, but no ranks. in it.
Does Savak have coercion rank 1?
I do. Savak does, I mean.
Yeah, well, throw in here. Well, I'll add your coercion to my mix.
Okay, I
So
do.
what's your pool then?
It'd
My
be...
pool's 1 yellow, 1 green.
What's
So with-
Jaws?
Just 3 green.
Okay. Oh, well, I mean, it's still 1 yellow, 2 green. So,
Yeah.
and you can upgrade.
Exactly. Well, then you also said we get that 1 upgrade. So
Yeah,
that,
and 2
the 3
boosts.
yellow.
Yes.
And so what did you say the difficulty was? I'm sorry, I might have missed
1
that
red,
part.
2 purple.
1 red, 2 purple. Okay. Well then. Ah.
No.
You know, maybe. What do you guys think? I do not have any cool re-rolling talents for this guy.
So you do fail that roll. So she is. That's not going to work. However, you do get a lot of advantages. So we'll say that those can be some boosts on a negotiation check with her.
Oh, is there like some kind of a speeder or a taxi nearby?
I mean, sure, there are plenty all over the place.
I mean, do you guys want to negotiate with her, or we just like book it and get out of here?
Does anyone have like a?
So generally with protection rackets, when you just book it out of there, they try and wreck your pets. Car, starship, whatever.
Oh, I guess our ship's right there. We can't just. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I mean, it has Pippa in it, right? We could just send Pippa to go into orbit and come back later.
Which way are the guns facing?
Me.
Just saying, that'd be a pretty quick. I mean, we probably would get in a lot of trouble, but that'd be a quick, solve to that problem. No, we won't do that. I guess.
I mean,
How much is she charging?
25,000 credits.
Yeah, that's not
That's not
happening.
acceptable.
No.
We'll offer you 1,000 credits to spam.
Well, let me put it this way. You guys already did a coercion check, so it's going to need to be a negotiation check against that big sum, unless you guys do something else.
I mean, am I crazy for suggesting we just open fire?
I am.
You know what?
Yeah.
This is Narshada.
I'm not scared.
I can blow. I can blow my recon droid as a flashbang, and then we just grab a thing while they're like distracted.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, no, if we can do this, you flashbang and you gotta grab the hut. She's small. She's
Small for a
easily
hut.
handheld.
I could do that.
And grab
Flashbang
the
is
hut,
nice.
put a nice knife up to her neck, and be like, "Now, what are you gonna do?" She's not afraid of us, but we can make her afraid.
You will be.
It's getting dark real fast.
I mean,
Yeah, maybe we should see what sort of price we can get her down to, and after that we can train the turrets from the ship on her.
Okay. That's reasonable. I'm okay with that.
All right, so it's going to be 1 red, 2 purple negotiation check.
I think Aiden's on negotiation, right? Yeah, so I guess he's gonna say, look.
Oh, and I'll
25,000.
give you, with all those advantages, we'll say that it is 2 boosts and an upgrade.
2 boosts and an upgrade. Okay. I'll also flip, but like selected things on me. Look, 25,000 is not happening. What can we get you down to on this?
Okay.
Yeah. So what would the difficulty be?
1 red, 2 purple. She's not as crafty as she thinks she is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we got a free upgrade, the 2 boosts. All right. I flipped. Oh, am I getting assistance? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So that is actually going to drop the price down to, she's like, okay. 15,000 credits. Special price. This
I feel
is
like
a
that's
very
still way too
exclusive
much.
part of Nar Shaddaa.
That's ridiculous. I don't want. I don't want to.
You guys do have tons of discretionary credits. I mean, Borga does live in a very exclusive
Yes,
part
but we
of
don't
the
know how
city.
much this thing costs. I say we just train the turrets on her. What
Doc,
do you think?
let's pull up the Sunflare. Let's see where Krova's ship is parked.
Oh well, you wouldn't know. I mean, she.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
wouldn't know which ship is hers.
We could find out.
Well, that would take like a streetwise check. That.
And leaving this area.
Yeah. That. Yeah. Exactly.
So we can just train the turrets on her, honestly. We don't have to necessarily fire them, but... Are we okay with that?
Yeah, like
Because 15,000 is ridiculous.
Joe's like, excuse me, I need to go on the ship to get the credits. You know, just. Shit.
What? What?
So are we really straight up murdering this hut?
No.
Not
no.
necessarily.
Not unless,
back
not
down.
unless she stays there.
How dare you! The Hut Ruling Council will hear of this! And she scurries off in her repulsor sled with her thugs. And so, had this been a real one, you would have been slapped with some serious obligation. But since it's a VR, don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Off to wherever it was we had to go.
Yeah, heading towards Borga's palace. So, as you head to Borga's palace, you suddenly see. Oh, wait a minute! I have to remember. Yes. So, you are in an alley. Funny how alleys work. And before you, you see 3 stormtroopers step out into the alleyway. And behind you, you see 6, including that lieutenant. And he says, well, it seems that you did not find the tracker I placed on your ship.
Yep.
It's over, agents of the broker. I know what you seek, the 12-faced topaz, but that is mine. And however, as he's speaking, you see several shadows from even higher above, and all of a sudden the entire area is lit up with multiple flashbang grenades. And you guys are disoriented and stunned, and you feel people grab onto you, but as you look, you actually see the Imperials being dragged off as well. And one moment. Sorry, I just need to catch my place here. Okay, so the you see the Imperials dragged off, and you hear, and as your eyes adjust, you see you are surrounded by over 24 armed mercenaries, 2 repulsor lifts with heavy repeating blasters, and a 3rd repulsor lift carrying an enormous hut. Did you really think you could ask around about Borga the Hut and not have me know all about it? But enough of this fighting. There is entertainment to be had, contest to be won, and the prize, well, that which you seek is worth less to me than you realize. And so you are quickly led down into an underground complex. And after a few minutes, the wall to your left shifts and retracts, and you see some people that look very familiar. It's not the Imperials, actually. You see a group of Rhodians glaring right back at you, and they are seated behind a colorful set of vid screens, while several feet away is the Hut, who lounges on a repulsor lift on a stage. So, one moment. Welcome to my treasure vault! So, you guys will be playing The Price is Might. And there are several items that are on display, and you see gyrating Twi'leks that are pointing out these wonderful items. And the Rhodians will be playing against you. And yes, so one moment while I bring this up.
So you're seriously telling me that the title of this is not just a fun parody, but this actually really is playing the
Oh
Price
yes,
is
this is the final. This is the final encounter. How well you guys do will determine the outcome of the entire adventure. Okay, so first up we have Gecko Magnetic Boots. So it looks like the ER clan is bidding first. Actually, GM Assistant, roll 1d6 for me, and then tell me what the result is.
Looks like it's a 4.
All right, so they bid 1,400. So the rules are, sorry, I should have done that first.
I mean, it's the Price is Right, right?
Pretty much, yeah. So, but just to give you the mechanics specifically for SWRPG, you know that, so it's going to be a hard difficulty check. However, there are different ways that you can find the price. So you can actually come up, if you can come up with a way that a skill would help you know how much something would be, I'll accept that. So it's really open-ended, but regardless, it's always a hard difficulty. And then if you get one success, you know that the figure that is provided to you is somewhere within 30% of the actual retail price, as determined by Borga. 2 successes provides a figure within 20%, and 3 or more successes provides a figure within 10%. And advantages can give clues on whether the price is higher or lower than the figure given.
Okay.
So the ER clan has bid 1,400 for these Gecko Magnetic Boots.
All right, I actually have an idea. Something I was reading up on mechanics checks earlier. One of the things that you can do with them is use it to like estimate repairs and like costs.
Oh yeah,
and things
absolutely.
Like that,
So mechanics can be used.
So maybe I could use it to see how much it would cost to even create and make these things and how much to sell
absolutely.
them for.
And you can also say too that you maybe your experience with these being a droid that works on ships while they're in flight at times.
Yeah. So it's
So
a
you
hard
would need-
check, you said?
Hard mechanics check, yes.
Okay.
And they bid
Oh.
1,400.
To hell with it. I'm gonna just upgrade it because I really don't want to fail this. I'm tired of failing things.
Okay.
Good.
So you get 2 successes. So you know that I need you to roll a 1d6, and then I'm in another screen, so let me know what you roll.
All right. I figured. I rolled a 3.
All right. So you know that 1,550 is within 20% of the actual retail price. With your advantages, you know that 1,550 is actually lower than the actual retail price. That's the feeling that you get.
So if this was the Price is Right, then the only thing that we need to do is to just bid one more than them, and we would win.
Yeah.
So
So let's
do
do
that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, within 20%. So, but yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. If we think it's higher than what they gave, then we just do one more than them.
All right. So, you guys, that's your final answer?
Is there a bonus the closer we are to it?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, then yeah, just go with one more credit.
So you go 1,401. And actual retail price, as determined by Borg of the Hut, 1,600 credits. Ah! The ER clan starts to yell, and they're so mad that you shamed them by just bidding one. So
I chirp at them
mad.
happily, and I
Add
give them
insult
the
to injury.
metaphorical equivalent of a droid's middle finger.
Yeah.
So would that be the raspberry?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Next up, the Shrieker Sonic Pistol. And what do you guys, and you guys actually have to bid first this time. So what is your, what's your bid?
I mean, I could keep doing the same thing with all these mechanical things, but if anybody else wants to jump in on this just to share the fun, I'm down with that.
I mean, I don't have a ton of ranged light ranks.
I have.
I mean, I have
5.
I have a bunch of agility with 2 ranged light ranks, which is, I guess, probably the best it's going to be out of us.
Well, so you've got, okay, so ranged light, yeah, that will work for the pistol.
I can say I'm very familiar with that kind of, with a small arms fire, I guess, in that case. So I
Okay.
can kind of.
Actually, Erdo, well, I don't want to give too much, but I mean, think
Valuable
about it. This is a
facts, right?
very specific kind of. It's a sonic pistol. That's something that is not really used too much. So there
Yeah, I
might be
mean,
some
so I'm
other
thinking
skills
it
at
could
play.
either be
I mean, does
range
it seem
light,
very
mechanics,
vague?
It could be warfare.
What'd you say,
warfare,
Kel?
maybe.
Does it seem very old?
Yeah, actually, it looks like it's got some from another age.
Okay, yeah, then Erdo would be able to contribute 4 ranks of lore.
Oh yeah, do that.
And actually, I'll let you guys blend various skills. So if you want to do 4 ranks in lore, but then with his agility, I'll allow it.
Okay, so kind of like a combination of
Uh-huh.
of my knowledge of small arms and his of
Yeah,
old
you
things.
guys are totally grouping together as a group. Wait, I think it's this. I think it's this. And the Yar clan is doing the same thing.
Okay, so that'd be 1 green and 4 yellow natively, and it's hard, right?
Yep, I'm going to upgrade it.
You could throw a boost in there with R2 giving out technical pointers.
Oh, well, no, that they're
Well, 'cause
already
we're
doing
doing
skilled
effectively
assistance.
skilled assistance. Yeah.
Oh, you can't do skilled and unskilled?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
But I will just make it 5 yellow.
Wow. Okay. So
That's
roll
us.
1d6.
1.
All right. So you know that within 10% of 2,200 is the actual retail price. What are you going to bid?
And with the advantage, does that tell us higher or lower, probably?
Yeah. So with the advantages, you know that the actual retail price is actually higher.
Alright, so let's just do 2,200 then. I think. Does that sound good to everybody?
Well, it's higher than
Sounds fine.
2,200.
Right. So let's. But we want to go. Oh, we want to be below it. So
But do it do a little more.
2001 on us, though. You know what I mean?
Go like 2,300 or something like that. Really,
Yeah. So the actual retail price is higher than 2,200, is what you know,
yeah. Okay.
and it's within 10%.
So,
It's 2,300, I guess.
Okay, 2,300. So the Yar
Okay.
clan. So Dan, also roll 1d6 and let me know what they roll.
Oh, another D6, you said?
Another d6, yeah.
Okay.
You'll have to tell me.
Oh, 6. Sorry.
Okay, they actually go with 3,100. Actual retail price Sonic or Shrieker Sonic pistol is 2,400 credits. Well done. You guys won the Sonic Shrieker pistol or Shrieker Sonic pistol. All right. Next up is the Silver Streak hoverboard.
ooh.
So this
Okay.
one, I'm going to say that mechanics really isn't going to do too much with this because this is something that you've probably never worked on before. However,
Piloting
someone,
planetary?
what's that?
Piloting planetary?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Aiden can do that. He's got.
I could help out with 3 ranks on that.
Oh, nice. You have more ranks than I do.
Okay, yeah, blend together, and you guys have a hard difficulty check with this one.
Okay.
Unless the pilot has any more, I'm sure.
I mean,
I think
Aiden
the
is a
Gungans-
pilot, but yeah. What does Jaw have? Oh, yeah. Never mind. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So Aiden eclipses that. That's true. All right. So hard. The skill assistance there. Okay. I'll leave the destiny. I think. I know it's kind of low.
All right. Once again, I'm on a different window, so you'll just have to give me the results.
Okay.
Oh crap! Wait a minute. Roll 1d6 before you do that,
Oh,
or just roll 1d6 now. But this isn't your 1d6.
4.
Okay, so the Yar clan guesses 11,650, and now you roll your
It was 11,650 was theirs.
Yeah, and then how many successes did you get on your roll?
2 with a triumph and 2 threat.
A triumph and 2 threat. Um, Gosh, that's a little difficult there because it's 2 threat, but it is a triumph. I'll say that in this case, the triumph overwhelms those threats, so I will tell you where it is. So roll a 1d6 now for you guys.
2.
All right, so you know that the actual retail price is more than 11,100. So what do
And
you want to bid?
which one
They
were
bid
they?
11,650, and you know that it's 20% within 11,100.
So just do the one more thing if we know that.
Well, we don't know if it's lower or higher.
Yeah, exactly, because it could actually be between what you guys have.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because you only got 2 successes, so you're ranging 20%, and 20% of 12,600 is a good bit of
Yeah,
points there.
it's a big difference.
I just thought that we knew that it was more than what they had.
No. All you know is that it's more than the number I gave you. So 11,100, you know that the actual retail price is more than that. You don't know
So
where it is in
do
relation
we want to
to
assume
theirs.
that they overshot, or do we want to overshoot them? What do you think, guys?
Well, if we overshoot them and it's less, then we lose this one.
Mm-hmm.
But we've already won 2. We could lose 1 and be fine. I mean,
Well,
our
again, this
option-
isn't even the item we want per se. So
Don't be scared. Let's say
but
we'll go
but a
one
hoverboard.
under.
It is a hoverboard. Keep
well,
that
it wouldn't be 100. It would be 11,100. We do just to be safe. But if we think it's below what they gave,
I mean, within 20%, and it's higher than that. No. Good. I would just do a little bit under them.
okay.
Okay,
So
what's your final answer, guys?
We can go with the
we can go significantly under them without. Well,
Yeah,
we
we'll
have
go
to be
what we
closest
thought.
without going over.
You know what? If we think it's under what they put, we could just do 1 credit.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to do 1 credit under them. That way we're closer.
So you are doing 11,649, and the ER clan is just glaring at you because they're like, "Rrrr."
Wait, no. We have to be closer with it without going over, right?
We
Okay,
have to
so
be-
wait a minute. I thought you guys. What are you doing now?
No, we have to be closer without going over, right?
Right, but so you guys.
So if we think it's below what they put, we just do 1 credit, not 1 credit under, just 1 credit.
Oh, 1 credit just over. So 11,101 is what you're saying.
No, I meant just 1 credit because if it's closest without going over.
Oh, you're trying to like super shame them. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. So 1 credit, and the ER clan is just like, ah. And Silver Streak hoverboard, actual retail price 12,600. And the ER clan goes, yeah.
Oh, so they got it.
So they won it. And a Twi'lek actually flies over to them on it. And okay, so then
Savak
you've
didn't get
got
his chance with the Twi'lek.
a massive bay opens up, and you see this incredible engineering bay. It is the Gearhead Modular Engineering Bay, and you guys have to go first. So
Oh, come on. That's
yeah, it's a
definitely
mechanics check, obviously.
Go ahead, R2.
All right, and I feel like I don't want to tap in any more of our destiny. It's a hard check, you said?
Yeah, and actually I'll tap into it. So hard upgraded once.
All right, then. Should I use the destiny, guys? It's getting pretty
Yeah,
low, so I'll consult
this
the
is
group.
the end of the thing. If he's using it back, then yeah, but with 2 left.
All right.
Keep
And,
1.
God, I don't feel like there's... Can I get unskilled assistance from anyone?
Sure.
I'll take an extra boost.
Sure. Aiden will. He's seen some of those things before. Wow.
All right. So unfortunately, you only know roll a 1d6.
All right. That's 1.
Okay, so you bid 11,800, and you know that the actual retail price is somewhere within 30%.
Wait,
So 30, yeah, so you're within 30% of the actual retail price. So with that though, and with that many advantages, I'm going to say that you know that it's got to be a bit more than 11,800. And with that many advantages,
Maybe.
like you know it's going to be quite a bit more than
Oh, so you
11,800.
know it's a lot more than it. Okay.
Not a lot more, but like I said, I have to keep it vague. But at the same time, well, yeah, so you're going to have to give
Probably
me an
more than
extra
half
bit.
of that.
I was going to
Probably
say
more than half of that 30%.
12,500 maybe?
Well, what's the 30%? So it'll be 15,000. Did you want to go to 13,000? What do you think? Or 12,500? I guess either one.
Uh,
Well, no, it's not 30% of the number you get. You know that it's 30% within the actual retail price. I know that's kind of tricky. So
Oh yeah, 30% of the full whatever it is.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
I'm thinking probably, I don't know, 1,300 or 12,500. Which do you guys think would be better?
I mean, if you want to be on the safe side, 12.5.
Okay, let's go with 12,500.
Okay.
12,500.
David, if you can roll me a 1d6 then for the ER clan.
All right. 3.
3?
Yeah.
All right, so they bid 15,500. Actual retail price 16,800. Yes, ER clan. Rah! So it looks like you guys are 2 and 2. So now we've got and they bid first. So Borga says, and for the final item, a favor from me. So the Yar clan bids first with 250,000 credits.
That's really crappy. You can't put a price on metaphysical things like that.
Oh, maybe we do say priceless.
Yeah, we just say priceless.
So what's your final answer?
We just say it. There, you cannot put a monetary value on that. It's worth more than anyone can ever give.
Okay, so
A charm check or something.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
all right, so as you say that, Borges says, yes, actual retail price of a favor from me, priceless. So, yes, you guys have gained a favor of Borga. And not only that, you are presented with an obsidian jewel case, and once opened, inside is the 12-faced topaz. And Borga says, I happen to know that a favor from the broker is priceless as well. Please take this as a token of my appreciation. Send your employer my regards.
Will do, Borga.
And so, yes, you guys have gained the 12-faced topaz. I mean, this is like a really big deal, and he just gave it to you. And you've also won the Price is Might.
I still think we should go kill the Rhodians and steal the hoverboard and
Yeah.
gear head.
Oliver was just
We have time. Can we kill the Rhodians, please?
Now, everyone's being escorted separate ways, but yeah. Good job, guys. So that is Shadow of the Broker 6, The Price is Might. Well done. And
I can't believe you threw a game show in there at the end.
of course, it's Borga. And so let's do XP. So, oh, wait. Before I forget, Erdo, go ahead and roll your morality.
Oh, just a sec.
Because even
Did
though
he
this is
even have
VR,
one?
morality does shift due to the VR. Because he is making choices. Okay, and it's doubled. Oh, but you're already at 100. Never mind. I forgot. Lightside Paragon here. However, 4 XP. Sorry. So it's a base 15 XP. And you guys... Well, I mean, you retrieved the 12-faced topaz, so that is 2 points. And, well, you didn't avoid Compnor ship inspection, unfortunately, and you didn't save Beals Brown's life. Yeah, but tell me some other things that you guys did that might be some RP.
John jumped into a wall.
That was his big accomplishment of the session.
Gungan Antics was just hilarious. And the droid crashing multiple times was funny, but I don't think
Archer had
they
a nice
were.
airborne shot.
Okay, tell you what, I'll give you guys 1 point for the combination of those two. So R2 and Jaws antics.
We avoided having to kill or pay Krova.
Yes, I'll give you 1 point for that. Yes, you did.
What about I don't
That was
know,
creative.
saving, being good people and saving a life from the muggers or whatever they were.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you 1 point for that. So what are we at now?
20.
Okay. I think I'm going to lock it there. That's a pretty good point. And let's talk about MERP, most interesting role player.
Probably Erdo with his getting angry after his arm getting cut off and all that stuff.
Mhm.
That whole scenario.
Oh, and by the way, guys, I do shift some of these RP rewards and I did forget to change that on the actual write-up. So if you guys do look at the write-up, be like, wait a minute. But back in the day, we had slightly elevated our XP rewards, and I've brought these back in line. But yes, okay. So Erdo, RP from Erdo. Do we have any other nominations?
I'll also go for Erdo when he decided to knock down the price for the guy kicking the.
Yes.
Yeah, that in particular, that was a good part of that as well.
I did like that. That made me chuckle.
Okay. Well, I don't hear any other nominations, so unless someone nominates, I will say that Erdo gets most interesting role player.
Erdo.
All right,
was
so
saying?
we're gonna have to. Well, it looks like we've got 4 now, right? Go ahead and vote, just in case. Go ahead and vote. Everyone, type in your votes. So, Ja or Erdo?
You're trying
And
to fight it, Erdo. It's not
Savak
going
did
to work.
vote for Erdo. Okay. So,
I
congratulations,
disagree.
Erdowin Sale, for most interesting role player. And now we go to MVP. So, who moved this mission forward and or got in some of those really important skill checks to seal the deal?
I might be biased, but I think Alro.
Well, I would say R2 mainly because all the underworld and all the knowledge checks and everything all together.
And then Aiden for Streetwise. That's a good one.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this one was pretty Streetwise heavy,
Yeah.
so...
Lots of streetwise negotiation involved, yeah.
All right. So we've got 3 nominations, so let's put in those votes. So Alro, R2, or Aiden?
I think we need one more person, don't we?
We need 3 more people.
Oh. I think Erdo voted Aiden.
Yeah,
I guess
so we need 2 more votes, yeah.
I'll say R2.
You can vote for yourself.
Yeah, you can always vote for
I feel
yourself.
bad doing that though in general, even though
Me too. And they gave me crap about it last time.
I know.
I feel like sometimes it's justified.
Okay, so who hasn't voted? 3. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's going to be enough. So, congratulations R2 on MVP. And
Thanks, guys. I still want to give a shout out to Alro for keeping me in the game.
All right, and with that, we will draw to a close with Borga's Price is Might. Well done, and see you guys next time on Shadow of the Broker.
See ya, guys.